Okay, so let's see here. I forgot to write down the recap, so I'm gonna do this best as my memory can.
Fuck it. We'll do it live.
Yeah, basically.
I'll write it. Do it live.
The Duskwoods happened.
Yeah, the
Duskwoods.
Duskwoods did happen.
Let's see. So
There were no
I believe
giant
at the start of
owls.
the last session, our party here spent the last few days, spent like 1 or 2 more days in the normal territory of Tales of Cry, and then eventually headed into the Duskwoods, a much different atmosphere and vibe overall. They spent a few days there where a variety of things happened, including a close call with a very large owl, a raid from the Bloodbriar cultists, and on the camp itself, and all kinds of fun things, including our poor friend having a very horrible day.
It was a rough night.
It was a rough night.
You got played.
Yeah.
Let's see.
I didn't take much damage, but
Take your
I took a
toilet
lot of
and delete
emotional
that F
toil.
word. That was absolutely within like the first 10 seconds of the video.
Yeah.
They were
You're talking about
really-
yours?
Yeah.
Let's see here.
I didn't hear either. It doesn't matter.
Freaking AB conversation, bro. See your way out.
We'll watch it in post.
It'll be a really long bleep over top of it.
Let's see. I forget.
I can
are
almost
you,
one-shot you up.
are you guys long rested on your sheets?
I don't care.
Yeah.
No,
No? Okay, it's probably still.
Oh yeah, no, actually.
because we were like panicking, attending to the
loud.
camp.
Yeah, we ended like we
I took
split
a
up.
point of
Everybody.
Yeah.
Oh, we divided the
Yeah, 'cause
caravan.
that's the only one that went
I
to
took a
sleep.
point of exhaustion for teaching guards how to fight in hand-to-hand combat.
That's right.
We love that.
Yeah, I was the only one that actually decided to rest, like
Mhm.
full rest.
Okay.
I did too.
So you are rested on your sheet then, or no?
I just haven't done it yet because we ended like right after we decided who did a long rest round.
Oh, okay. So, perfect. Really should be ready.
East.
So let's see here.
Getting them out of the way.
Yeah, I mean,
Sure.
nothing would go wrong during the rest for the people who did decide to sleep, or you know, don't have to in general. If they want to just do things.
Pound it. Snail. Oh.
Oh, that has to be that's like that needs to be cut out. It's a Leo.
It was pretty smooth. I'm not gonna lie.
Can I just all right? Going off topic for like half a second. Can I just say the carnal rage that I felt when Dan tried to snail me?
That
Be
didn't
better.
sound right.
We're
Be
cutting
better.
that one out.
Carnal's a word.
We can't have Dan mentioned. We're cutting that one out.
Snail or be snailed world is what we live in right now. So.
That sounded even worse. That's just out of context. Sound. Dan tried to snail me.
Anyway,
Just gonna be a long gap and pause.
but it is now morning. At least the best any of you can tell with the faint beams of the sun glistening through the trees, and the rest of the woods is just still as dark and bleak as ever.
Remind me, how far are we from the town again?
I think you were about a couple miles out.
Oh,
Yeah.
shoot, we were there.
Yeah, we were
Basically.
like,
We were very
Come on,
close.
we were right.
Yeah, we were right there. We got like
We were-
we pulled up.
we literally set up camp to like try to ambush them, and they ambushed us.
Yeah, there you go. Well played.
Well,
That's how the cookie crumbles sometimes.
yeah, I bet the owl alerted them.
Probably.
So big upset.
Reaching and
I just want to point out, no one's heard what the owl sounds like. It has not made a sound,
It's an
including
owl.
when
It
it
goes
goes
like-
It goes who and hey, I'm gonna eat you.
I think it's more terrifying if it does talk.
I hope it has that exact voice.
I thought you were gonna make another noise.
Dude.
I don't want to ask, but I think I know.
Ew.
You didn't have to.
Yeah.
You absolutely did
You
not
have
have
to.
to.
No, they did.
I'm trying not to.
All the birds just got a little like, you know,
Yeah.
every bird in the setting.
Oh man.
Do not make every bird in this setting absolutely
Don't
horrendously
look,
zesty.
I didn't look. I didn't come up with
You
that.
started it.
He came up with it.
I thought you started it.
I just started
He
the bit
started
right
it
now,
right
but
now.
he started the original
You
bit.
started the
I
original
agree
bit.
with the
Okay,
flamboyant.
You are
sorry,
the, you are
I'm
you are patient zero.
I'm sorry, I'm a
The
trailblazer.
original dialect.
Oh, I can speak it.
You are patient zero, my guy.
Anyway, let's like pack this caravan up and get the. Oh wait,
Are these people
I think
staying
we're
here or
going on
going in?
foot.
I think we're going on foot.
right?
You
We're
see,
only 2 miles out.
a
like a
lot of
quick
the
10-minute
signs, a lot of the other caravans that
Not
you
everyone's
guys
in
travel
shape.
with are
Like
what it
I'm
looks like. They're
bloody.
not packing up to leave necessarily. They're more so moving into a more like circled position.
Yeah.
They're putting caravans with the less capable in the center, and they're putting more of the armed and capable fighters towards the outline.
That makes sense.
Which, yes, you guys would probably be on the outline.
Yay!
Alright.
All right. So, anything you guys do with your mornings? You haven't been called to do anything just yet.
I mean,
I'm taking a power nap.
Good idea.
just chatting to some guards.
Is that like
folks,
you
just
taking a
moving
short
stuff.
rest, or
Do I have an hour to take a short rest?
I mean, it's really early in the morning still. You can if you want.
I'm gonna attempt to take a short rest. If anything happens, wake me up.
Okay.
Anyone who else who wants to take a short rest may do so.
Yeah.
I'm mourning the loss of a close friend.
Was it your rifle?
It's my
Okay,
rifle.
I'm asleep.
We lost Wayne days ago.
Left him back
I
in
could
the
say
morning.
It just hit him.
I got
I got
it.
over that.
I'm gonna be helping move the caravan.
Yeah, okay. I cannot believe you guys like Wayne as much as you did. I thought you guys would hate him.
Dude, it was nice and fun to bully him at first, and then once we got him to be submissive and be our maid, I mean, why not keep him around?
He helped me cook. That's all that matters.
What is he gonna do? Half the people here could rip his head off with their bare hands.
He'll tend the cart.
That'll keep him in line.
Also have
As
not doing it
players,
to him.
Yeah.
It's our civic duty to adopt any random character.
We keep
That's-
that to the
That
Thursday
is true.
group, probably.
That is true.
We don't need. Oh my god. We have an entire menagerie with the Thursday group.
All right. Well,
Annabelle DMs that, by the way. That's why she's
Oh,
like,
no.
oh god.
I have so many characters that they have adopted that they're like, you're my friend.
Don't look at me. I only took Maple.
I
Just
know.
start cosmically
You have
killing
a-
them off.
I tried.
If
He
anything,
guessed it.
I guessed like 3 times what would happen to this one like commoner dude we just picked up. Who picked him up? Was it Keeble?
It was Keeble.
It was Keeble who picked him up, and I guessed like 3 times how he would die.
And every time I had to rewrite his death, and now he's alive. He's alive somewhere in the world.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why
She
you
literally
can't
just said he has to leave. He cannot be killed.
They
he is
have
immortal.
a small dragonborn. He is a dwarf dragonborn who is a barbarian with plate armor as their best friend, who can only talk in barbarian talk.
He also eats coins.
He also eats coins and rocks.
okay, that's a
He's my,
classy
he's
man.
my best mate.
Yeah.
He is such a little
is
creature,
classy.
and he only got picked up because he is also a dumb barbarian man
I'm
in
dumber.
the game.
He's.
I'm dumber.
I think you guys have the exact same.
Oh, we might be.
You
just
might
as
be
dumb.
tied. That might be
You guys are
like.
Just
I
call,
don't know.
just call yourselves Dumb and Dumber and move on.
No,
Honestly.
they are. That's what I write down sometimes when they're together.
Oh, man. Anyway,
In a
Okay.
fight, I'd win.
so you're short resting. Anyone else short resting at all or no?
I sleep.
I long rested, so
Yeah.
Okay. You did as well, I'm pretty sure.
I don't gotta sleep, so.
Okay.
Just clean it up.
See here. So.
Why don't you use the sleep was nice to fix that raggedy coat?
I did. How about that? I got a sewing kit. I did.
Whoa.
Yeah. Dude is a
Why don't you just like cast mending?
Is that what they're
Yeah,
called?
now
Is
it's
that what-
raggedy and patchy.
God, guys, raggedy patchy coat. Yeah, I don't see any of you having nice objects. You guys all stink. Your gun broke twice. My coat.
Wearing
my coat broke
relatively
0
nice
Karuna's just like
attire
not
that is
listening.
indicative of my culture.
If my gun wasn't such a delicate piece of work, I would just cast mending on it. But I can't, because I can't even cast
You
mending.
know who else is a delicate piece of work? This weirdo.
Okay, that was a straight bullet. Okay, that was a straight bullet.
Absolutely.
There's already infighting.
There's always been
There's always
infighting.
been fighting ever since you guys met each other.
Day one,
No, I
there's
mean
been
at the
infighting.
beginning of the session, there's already
Oh,
infighting.
okay. Yeah, you
It
just-
hasn't even lasted 10
Go,
minutes.
guys, let's go kill the blood bramble.
You mean the
blood
blood
bramble.
briars?
Yeah. Wait, that is it. What?
You said blood
Bramble.
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 which
We
isn't
killed the
entirely
blood briars.
incorrect, but it's just a different word.
No, that's another cult next town. over.
Yeah, next time.
Next time over, they hold that region of the devil.
Yeah, we pull up to
They kinda-
Rethvale, and we're like, "Are you the Blood Brambles?" They're like, "No, they're the next occupied town over."
Yeah, they kind of got this gang war going on. Turf wars all over the place.
They have a completely dumb religion. Ours is way better.
Ours is so much better.
We don't-
We have a dead guy in a tree. They have a dead guy in the ground. It's completely
It's completely
different.
different.
Zane Pogo Donuts.
All right, yeah, let's march and like take this town over or whatever.
Okay, so the hour passes. Nothing happens, so you get your short rest if you want to roll for your health for that or whatever you get back for it.
I was at full health. I just needed key. Focus
Mm.
points.
Yeah, you can call it key here. We aren't.
I like focus better. I'm not gonna lie.
It's just habitually.
I think it's interchangeable.
Imagine being a short rest class.
1,
One,
2.
two.
He gets a rage
technically
back.
three.
No resources, so
No
it doesn't matter to
resources.
him.
Wait,
You're the only one.
I know.
I thought about it for a minute. I'm like, wait a minute, this is
We
kind of
outnumber
a
you.
party.
you're not safe. here.
Kind of.
No, I'm not safe here.
Oh my god.
Try and keep up.
I'll keep up. Don't you worry.
So who's at the camp right now? Is everyone at the camp right now?
Everyone's at the camp.
Just doing their own things? Okay. Let's see here.
I'm slept. I'm sleeping.
Oh, schlepped. I'm like, what are you talking about? Okay, so let's see here. As you all are just doing whatever you guys do, I don't know. You're moping over your gun. You're talking to the horses probably.
I wasn't, but that's a good idea. So
Working on stuff, whatever, cooking. You will see as forgot their name. There it is. Fimney walks up to you all. Or walks up to your camp, kind of waves to get your attention. Can we get the rest of you up to Mynatha's camp real quick? We gotta. Well, I guess it's a job for you guys to do.
Yeah, all right.
We're here
Yeah,
to
okay.
do a job.
Drag.
yeah, okay, yeah.
After the
I'm
hour.
up. I'm up. I'm up.
Night terrors.
The voices.
Get out of my
Let him-
skin.
Yeah, he's the one night.
Yeah, that's her too, though.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
just have
They both
quiet-
have night terrors.
I have quiet ones.
Am I the
he has
only one that
loud
also
ones.
doesn't have night terrors in this group?
If
I
I
don't have
slept,
night
I might
terrors.
have night terrors.
That was a bit.
Yeah, he sleeps
good.
not. He sleeps fine.
I just stay awake.
And these two, yeah, but we'll unpack that baggage when it's required. But yeah, he'll lead you to Mynatha's camp, and we will, or you will, see sort of like Mynatha's camp is sort of like kind of behind the front line, but only by like one step, basically. You'll see her kind of like going over a map of sorts, kind of giving just orders to people as they're going by. And as you all approach, she'll wave and gesture you over to the table.
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah.
y'all go
Morning.
over. Morning.
It's
I
a
guess it's a little hard to tell sometimes, but
Beautiful morning.
Is it?
Okay.
It was a question.
I mean, hard to tell. But
You just woke up.
We survived a
Yeah.
cultist ambush. It's a beautiful morning today.
he's got a point.
Yeah, you're right.
You really did almost die that night.
Can't argue with
I
that.
mean, I was getting beat up, but I didn't almost die. You had a worse day than me.
I really didn't take that much damage. It was just a bad thing and a bad thing and a bad thing.
Anyway, what do you need? What do you got for us?
So we're about, I want to say, a couple miles outside of Rethvale, the main gate. And after last night's incidents, it's blatantly apparent that this isn't going to be easy as Osto.
Great.
Yeah.
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 So,
Great. I mean, I get knocked out. We win.
Yeah.
Is their
Yeah.
cultist
Yeah.
leader going to make use of his actual crew this time?
it doesn't really make sense. I mean, yes, he probably will, but why didn't they send more? That's what I am concerned about. They could have easily wiped the floor with most of the caravans, except for you guys. You guys seem to do pretty well.
I was thinking that too, actually.
And he came in on this behemoth of a creature and just didn't do anything with it.
Wait, like when you say he came in on this behemoth of a creature, was it flying?
Last
No.
night,
Oh.
last night, the thing that tore through their camps and
Oh, okay, yeah.
was
yeah.
looking for something.
So He could have very easily just wiped us out, but didn't. Which makes me think he's defending something and doesn't want us to go further.
Yeah, that was strange because like, why throw an ambush out if you're like, if it's like a little wimpy ambush? You know what I'm saying? Like that clearly wasn't even.
It's a warning
Enough.
shot.
Yeah.
It's telling us to back off. Which, of course, we're not going to. At least
Agreed.
I'm not.
No, definitely not.
I don't intend on surrender.
So, we need to know exactly what's going on in there. That's where you all come in. How are you at playing pretend?
Um,
I'm better at not getting caught in the first
I
place.
do not think
That works too.
I don't think I can be a very convincing.
I'm really
Person.
convincing.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you aren't of the convincing type, you can always just sneak around. If you're better at that.
Equally mediocre at both.
So,
I'm better at convincing
We'll just-
in other ways.
We'll take her and put her on your shoulders, and you'll just be like really tall.
And then they'll wear my coat.
so here's what I mean, you can of course not agree to this if you think it's just a bad idea, but here's what I propose. She's gonna walk back to the tent a little bit, go inside. A minute later, she's gonna come out with 5 dark red cloaks. She's gonna place them on the map.
New threads.
These are the cloaks we scavenged from some of the dead cultists. We had them stitched up. Shouldn't look good as new. You can use these to get in and figure out what they're doing. There's a few things in particular that we need to know, or should at least want to know. That is, let's see here. We want to know an average estimate of their numbers inside the town. We want to know how they make those creatures, things, monstrosities, whatever you want to call them. If you can get information on their leader, that would be amazing. And what their plans are so far away from the center of the Duskwood. As we are on basically the edge of the Duskwood, this is far further than they even should be around. If you find anything else in there, I mean, go for it. But those are the main things that we want to know. An average estimate of numbers and capabilities.
Got it.
Simple enough.
Cool. Okay.
Too bad.
Just a walk in the Duskwoods.
Just a simple walk in the Duskwoods.
Now, I get what I'm asking is very dangerous, because if any of you are found, it's going to be hell to get out of there. Rethvale is not a small town, it's medium-sized, so which both works in your favor and against it. If you're caught while in the center of it, it's going to be really hard to get out. So just try not to get caught. If you don't think you're convincing enough to play the role of a homicidal maniac, just stay in the shadows.
Okay.
Yeah, we can work this out.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do our best.
Alright. Woo! I think the best time to probably go is in the evening, right before dusk.
Now,
Okay.
is Rethvale like walled?
Yes.
Is there any sideways in besides the main gates, which were probably guarded?
They're probably. That's a good question. I don't know if there are any sideways. Not that I know of. Maybe Nihilus knew more, but can't exactly ask him anymore. I'd imagine the gates have a lookout. Probably aren't too heavily guarded. They probably aren't expecting a full frontal assault at this point.
Mhm.
As if they are, they're already defending it well enough. They probably believe that they have scared us enough to the point where we are reconsidering a full assault, given the nature of the attack last night.
Alright.
So I'm thinking if there is anyone at the gates, it'll probably be 1 or 2 generic psychopaths. Just,
I mean,
you play the part and they'll probably let you in. They don't keep track of each other, I doubt it.
So that makes
They
me
die
think
so
that there are a lot of them.
Yeah.
Because like if it was like a tight knit group, like they would know like, okay, I've never seen these really weird people before.
Yeah.
So you can probably like just say, like the attack was successful or something like that,
Or like
or like we scared them off or something.
We got lost in the Duskwoods and split off from the main group.
Yeah, true.
I don't know how well he's gonna fit in.
Yeah, I think he's more of
You're
like
gonna have
a
to sneak
sneak around
around.
approach.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably the best one equipped to do it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you are caught, you could just play the part of a mute.
He can't talk anyway. He can only talk in your head. So
Exactly. I think it would be suspicious if you did that to any of the cultists. At least if I was a crazy cult. No, actually, I don't know. I don't think like cultists, so I don't know how they would think.
I'm more concerned about them seeing that he's a bug.
yeah, and be like, wait, we definitely didn't have a bug person.
Yeah.
Like I would,
We're
you
like
would- you would know
appearance
that.
more so.
Super racist against
Yeah.
bugs.
Yo, is that a
They've
bug?
never seen a bug before. They're just automatically on anger.
Guys,
Yeah.
wrap this man in thorns and cover him in acid.
Oh. Stick the dog
James
one.
gone too.
Yeah.
Okay,
Not the gun.
so
Gun.
our plan is to go in there, get this info, then come back out.
Absolutely. You aren't taking all of that town just alone. Well, you have to make a plan around what they have. Because they
Maybe-
sure as hell know what we have.
Maybe if they were level 4 though.
Okay.
In and out.
In and out. Simple.
It's a quick little trip, guys.
20-minute
In and out.
adventure.
20
in and out.
minute adventure.
Cue to the 3 hours later. Where everything went to shit.
Where did it all go wrong?
Karuna's gonna
Probably-
be as
probably when the
quiet
bug
as
shot someone.
possible.
Rogues are a little
She
snug,
is
guys.
terrible
Just
at
a little
both.
warning.
It's because you didn't take off the coat first.
Yeah, I'm not taking my coat off, by the way. Like,
Are you putting like the
I'm
red
sorry,
shroud
I-
over the coat?
Yes, I have to. I cannot
Okay.
take this coat off.
Okay. As long as you put the
Please.
as long as you put the shroud on, it could be fine.
The robes are going on.
Like, that has to
There
look
are.
good, Dom.
The arm is coming off and going in the bag.
If there are any questions, now's the time to ask them.
I mean, I'm just not really too concerned not to underestimate this mission, but like,
Are there any, I don't know, like customs or whatnot that the
like
Bloodbriars
sayings,
have?
yeah,
Like, if they're like, hail Briars
yeah.
as a greeting or something. I don't know what they do.
Not that I
Or
know
like
of.
a secret handshake or something.
They don't seem to really. Honestly, they don't seem to get along with each other very well. Anyway,
Right.
it's literally like it's a madhouse.
How did these guys take a town?
That's exactly
magic.
the issue is.
Oh,
Well,
they-
okay, that's exactly what the issue
well,
is.
their
They
leader
never would have
definitely
been able
has
to,
like crazy power, like the last guy.
which is the problem. The last time, before all this event with Rethvale, the cultists tried to do anything. They didn't have magic.
Mm-hmm,
They didn't have those things crawling around,
mm-hmm.
and they sure as hell didn't have their leader. So I want to know why now. What gave them that?
Okay,
New information. Okay.
Yeah. we could probably guess what gave him that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I have no clue what you're talking
Karuna's
about.
sweating.
No clue what you're talking about.
Okay, cool.
Trees
yeah.
just bleed sometimes. That was completely normal.
I wasn't even talking about that. So about the wait.
Pause.
Hold on. Do I know that?
Yeah, I told everyone.
My
I
character's
told
smart
Okay.
enough to connect those dots.
everyone.
Avery's not.
Avery.
Yeah, I was talking about the
Avery or
orbs that we
Ezekiel?
got. That's what I was talking about.
Both. That's crazy.
Okay.
All right.
Anything else?
No.
I'm kind of tired right now, so I'm not gonna lie. I might not be on my A game.
We really need your A game though.
We don't have a night's rest to spare.
Okay.
True.
Well, I guess we should get the walking or something.
Well,
It's still early in the morning. I would suggest leaving at around.
Oh wait, we do have a night's rest waiting. If we're going that evening,
Hmm.
well, what am I talking about?
Yeah.
You could.
I'm going back to sleep.
I'm
guys.
going back to sleep. Like this. But if there's nothing else, then prepare whatever you need, and we'll head out at around eveningish. should get there by night, which
Okay.
will be the best opportunity for you to sneak around and do what you need to do and find out what you need to find out.
Okay.
Say, Ardor,
Yeah.
since we have a bit of time to spend, would you help a fellow out in repairing my gun?
I could take a look. I can't make guarantees.
It's been a lot of patchwork to keep this thing together as is. So
If I take a look at it, what do I see?
I'm trying to think. Would that be a general intelligence or an investigation check? So I'm thinking crafting is and like maintaining equipment is usually associated with intelligence, right?
Yeah.
So I would say general intelligence check just to see what you can make out of this.
General intelligence. 8.
Not much. Yeah. Let's see here. So
looking
it's a firearm. That much you can tell because you know you've seen it.
Mhm.
Again, the way it's made is just completely foreign to you. But you can see how it malfunctioned more or less. You just don't know if you could fix it. You could give it a good shot, but it's iffy.
I give it like 25% chance of being able to fix it.
better than it being broken, I guess.
True.
Break it even
What's the
more.
worst that could happen?
The worst thing that could happen is you see this hole in the chamber where the bullet blew out the chamber. That hole might become bigger.
There might not be a gun left to work with.
Yeah, there might not be much of the chassis left. So,
He's
what
like
am I-
holding up the barrel, like, "Do you need this?"
if I just like
Makes
take
my
a
hair
regular
fall
piece
off.
of metal, does it seem like that would be okay to
I
substitute?
mean, that's a patchwork job, yeah, but like it won't hold up forever. Let's see here.
Because this metal's obviously like unknown to me.
Okay. As you kind of are just getting materials needed and you start working, you feel a kind of almost like a pull of sorts as you're like working with the weapon. Do you reach for it at all?
No.
Very well. Then you may. What will this be? Probably another general intelligence. I guess it's simply like you're looking at the weapon and then you're
Well,
actually remaking it, or is there like a different rule for that?
well, can I add proficiency because I'm using tools?
I would say so. Since you're actually using the tools this time to work with it.
Yeah.
Am I getting an ad?
Yeah, you are.
Damn it. What'd you get?
23.
23. That's pretty good. As you work and ignore this annoying pull, you honestly do a pretty damn good job of what you were given. You're a little proud of it yourself. It doesn't look pretty, but it should function. For now.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. You haven't fired it yet, and he hasn't fired it yet, but ideally, it should be fine.
All right. I'll go back to you. I'll hand you back the gun. I patched it.
I can see.
Patched-
Keyword is patched.
That's
Patched
how
is a
it.
strong
That's how
word.
it's been.
I do not know what this metal is, so I cannot create a proper replica of the chamber to replace it.
So about that, there is a alloy from a meteor from let me try and recall the name. In northeastern Loam that might assist in repairing this weapon more
it-
permanently.
Does a meteor have a name, or is it just Meteor of Northeast Loam?
Did you write down the name? Because the area it's in does have a name.
The Raylo Crater. Raylo.
Does that mean anything to me?
I mean, it has a name. I don't know how far you would have studied that, like geography, but
I mean,
you want to
geography.
roll a history check for it, you
If it,
can.
if it falls in with like potential metallurgy, I might have touched on it.
Yeah, I'd say roll a history check.
9.
You might have skipped that one.
So yeah, it's patched. I give it a 1 in 20 chance of malfunctioning again.
I give you a 2 in 20 chance of it malfunctioning again.
Okay.
Maybe a 3 in 20 chance.
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, here you go.
I appreciate you helping.
Hopefully it doesn't blow up the first time.
Isn't that the truth?
God, that would be so just.
Public.
Yeah, it'd be funny, but not for me. Or well, it'd be funny to me, but not for you. So that's where we'll go from that.
If we're
Such
leaving
a
at
play.
evening and we're getting there at night, is it safe to say that our travel time is like 2 hours?
Roughly,
So
depending on how fast you walk, because you're obviously not taking a caravan there. It's too
Yeah.
inconspicuous.
like we don't really have like a margin for error then, because if we get caught, we have nobody helping us. Like we are just in there.
Yeah.
That's what was expressed to you.
Yeah.
We also had no margin of error when we fought the big.
Oh, we
Big
did
guy.
because our boys were like right outside. Like we have a 2-hour window. We'll be dead within 15 minutes, so it doesn't matter. You know, so
Unless I get entangled again, I'm running for the hills.
all right.
Yeah, I don't think. I think we'll be fine.
I contribute, but I just remember that I'm actually asleep.
Yeah.
I
Well-
contribute to this conversation, however, Hongshu.
Yeah.
Okay.
Guys, how do I kindly tell my dad that I'm playing D&D right now
Mm.
and that I really do care that he just like got my PC to work, but like, I really, really can't do this right now.
What is he, did he get it to work?
Yeah,
Just say awesome, thank you so much. You know, like
but that won't be the end of it. Somehow, somehow,
Okay,
somehow something will go wrong.
that-
and
that's-
then- yeah.
that's fair. I guess I don't know. You know how much of an issue you were.
There you go.
There it is.
Jump cut.
What was that?
Me
I
too.
threw my phone.
Oh. I mean, that's one way
So
to
are
do
we
it.
just like idling until 6 p.m. evening?
I
Yeah,
mean,
just have time to do whatever you want.
I probably-
He's Hong shooting, so
I probably spent most of that time fixing the gun.
probably.
Yeah, true. I'm sewing the coat.
Raggedy ass patch
Yeah,
coat.
okay. Yeah, I got stabbed with a knife once, and it's just raggedy.
It was raggedy
patchy.
before.
It was.
Yeah, Curtis just like helping people. Like, alright,
You're just gonna
I
find
guess
a
I'll figure out
few
how to
more
pretend.
things in it.
I'm gonna
When
be
you
really
wake up one
sad.
day.
I'll be really sad.
It eventually become a raggedy patch
Whoever steps in it, for damage from the fire.
Yeah, true.
The day something tries to set you on fire, it's like it's over.
That would be a day ruiner for me. Yeah.
It might be Rethvale.
Honestly, the acid was probably.
The acid was also pretty bad.
We got a sewing kit though, guys. Come on.
I don't think you
It's a
can
sewing kit.
sew acid damage.
It's a sewing kit, guys.
He's embroidering. He's making little like patches over there.
The acid splashed on my very finely adorned skin tight suit that I wear underneath.
Surely.
Oh, the skin tight suit that you're not showing us and that you're trying to hide by wearing that raggedy ass coat.
Correct. That was
Skin tight suit?
Yes, that it is. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it.
Let's go infiltrate these freaking guys.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's at this point I ask who is going along with the faking it and who is going along with the stealth. So we'll do stealth first. Jeff, you or somebody else.
Who's stealthing?
I should go
Me
with you.
too, better.
If you want.
I know, I
You look a little more well rested.
Thanks.
You feel better,
I
definitely.
got my beauty sleep. I'm ready.
I might as well try to fake it.
Okay.
I'll go with you.
Because they're both the exact same.
You should
Science
work
is
as a team.
built off of faking it till you make
So
it.
wait, if
I agree.
they're trying to
I
stealth,
literally can't fake
If you're wearing a red cloak and also stealthing and you get caught, are you done, or do you then have the chance to be like, "Oh, I'm such a liar. I'm gonna lie to your face"?
We're gonna
that-
find out.
That
Depending
depends.
on
You'll
what
find
we're
out.
at.
If you
We'll
guys
find out
are,
when we
are you
lie.
guys like wearing the red coats as well? Or the cloaks?
I'm wearing the red coat.
Like you might as
I
well,
mean,
because
for stealth.
Yeah,
team
because once
specifically.
we're inside the city,
correct, yeah. So everybody should be wearing.
My deception.
+1.
Yeah.
That's not bad. Not great.
Yeah.
but let's be honest, my 0 as a human is more useful than your 1 as a bug.
Yeah.
This is true.
Yeah. We have good intimidation.
I came
You
all
want
the way
else?
from space to
Uh,
join your cult.
I mean, shouting at them could work pretty well.
I just yell at them.
Yeah.
And they
So,
go into submission.
Pretty much.
Briar.
Wait, sorry, are you stealthy or persuading?
We don't have those in.
I'm just not. I'm
Space.
gonna let everyone.
We do
else
not
talk
have those in
before me and
space, no.
pretend I can't
You guys, if there's one stat I'm good at, it's lying.
speak.
Just so
I
you
think
can
all
lie for
should
all
be
of us.
concerned about that, honestly.
Wait, so what do we do now? It's rolling stealth?
Well, or are you
Either.
all?
I'm not stealthy.
I thought you
No, I
guys,
mean-
you 3 are lying in.
Yeah.
And we're stealthing in.
Yeah, so you're rolling your stealth, right?
Well, before we do that, is everyone here good? Do we have everything, like, is everyone here set up, ready to go?
Yeah.
Nothing else to prepare?
I'm ready.
You?
I'm good.
Then, let's see.
Does that gun come with some sort of
Nope.
attachment that may make it quieter?
That's what the bow is for.
That's what the bow sport says.
Man, someone should invent something like that.
Alrighty then. So, you leave at evening, and about an hour and a half, 2 hours, you do eventually see the walls. Why did I blank on walls so much? You see the
Real.
walls vaguely lit up with what appears to be torchlight from the
Keep doing
inside.
that shit.
As you are approaching, you would notice more of these like dark red roots kind of just all around.
Just
Yeah.
like snaking through the ground.
Almost tripping hazards, honestly.
Cut them open.
Uh-oh.
First
No.
one of the roots. You want to cut them open.
Who wants to go first? The stealth group or the?
Let's show him how it's done.
Yeah,
Double nat 20 again.
Wouldn't that be something?
That would be
That'd
something.
be absolutely nuts.
that would be something.
All right.
Are you ready? So we're stealthing.
I'm
ready.
He gets
Okay.
advantage. I forgot.
All right. We'll do stealth first then.
I'm just, I will
Do I-
shift my colors to match the surroundings
Mhm.
as I go by.
I stealth. What'd you get?
What did you get?
What'd you get?
What'd you get?
What'd you get?
Oh my god.
What'd you get?
Oh
A
my
nat
god.
20.
Oh my gosh, you got the inverse of that
A
one.
15.
And that one.
Total of 25.
Okay. You got a 15.
15.
Okay. That's.
Wait,
I mean-
total?
Bro says.
At least I nabbed.
Bro says total like that's a bad roll. Like, are you kidding me? That's
He has
still
plus
above.
7.
That's still above average.
Oh wait. My proficiency bonus went up.
You do have plus 7, right?
Wait,
Plus 8.
no,
Plus 8.
No, I don't think it went up.
No, it
this year.
didn't.
no, it didn't.
I'm an
Oh,
expert.
you have expertise.
Okay, so you're completely fine. You just sneak in. As you're trying
I'm
to
in my element.
as you're trying to sneak in, you're going your normal way about things, and then you remember you're wearing a big red cloak that probably doesn't change color with you. So you kind of like step back right before like you enter the torchlight. You're like, oh shit,
Man,
and then you
that
like
thing
take
is
a little
kind
bit of
itchy.
a roundabout route. But
You don't even have any skin to be itchy.
Wait, that's true.
but
You can be
judging by
molten.
the lack of shouting, you assume no one has seen that.
Does he molt like a cicada?
Oh god, I do scream like one.
Maybe when they're growing. But
Molt like a lobster.
So are we kind of like we're kind of like pressed up against the wall.
Yeah, you all manage to you do see I think one like cultist kind of just standing a little bit further out from the gate, like not like at the entranceway, but he's not like standing in the middle of it. He's standing a little further out.
Kind of like a gate guard,
Mhm.
like a halt who goes there type
Yeah.
guy.
What brings you to the village?
Halt. Town's
Stop right
closed.
there.
As you eventually sneak your way in, no problem. We will now move to the disguise group to see if they can get in.
You can, like, when you talk to me in my head, I can talk back to you, right?
Yeah,
Oh, that's so good.
established.
You guys are actually a really good stealth like team. The
Yeah.
two of you. It's actually crazy. You'll go to disguise group. So, the three of you see that same cultist I described to them, just kind of standing at the front of the gate. Hood's over his face. You can't see anything about him. He's just standing there, not moving. It is a bit off-putting.
Guys, what's our lie gonna be?
Why do we even have to lie?
You're right. Let's just walk right in.
We're
I don't
here
know
to
why
kill
we
you.
Really put that as an option.
Let's like
Let's just
try walking by.
let's just try
We're
walking
wearing
by.
their cloaks.
We're wearing the cloaks. I mean, that's good enough for me.
We can always tell him if not, I'm setting up an altar.
Yeah, let's go to
Hello,
the fellow cultists.
The as you
Hey,
approach the
Galaxar.
cultist, he won't say anything, but he will raise a hand as like a stop motion.
What you need?
He still won't say anything, but he will pull out a dagger and slit the front of his hand open as he holds it out.
Check my pockets for my spare dagger that I keep.
Karuna pulls out the little hand axe and she slices her hand.
Do you put it up in
Yeah.
his? You do. You feel like a tingle almost as you do an uncomfortable one, but nothing happens as he pulls it away. He will look at you and say, "An odd instrument, but welcome."
She'll just
I'll get
nod
that
her
checked
head.
out.
And he will let you all pass.
Thanks, brother.
Karuna's just like underneath the cloak after she enters.
Yeah,
Like-
it wasn't I mean, you could have made it a small cut, but his wasn't. His was a pretty
She was
sizable,
like, "I have
gash
to."
across the hand.
She's like, I have to pretend.
We
Yeah, no,
just swapped fluids with some.
Yeah.
Oh, don't word it like that.
You guys really melded blood.
Yeah.
She's like,
Okay, well,
Okay, I will describe what's in town to both parties at once as you enter in
okay.
roughly the same
Yeah,
time.
have
You guys are a
spare
little in
bandages
before.
if you want. She's gonna have to use pieces of clothing.
Yeah.
I'll hand you some bandages.
But I'll describe what happens or what is in the town as both of you are in there and around the same time.
Mhm.
So Rethvale is fairly bigger than Osto. Osto was like a small little village town. This is more like a what's the right word? I guess a county almost, like a bit larger than a village. I think
A
county's
town?
larger than a village. A town maybe. I don't know. Whatever's large is larger than a small village. This is like a medium village. There is a actually decent view of the stars, as there is not many trees in the town itself, covering the usual like just canopy that you can't see through. There are, however, those same dark red trees that you all saw Karuna take down. There's a lot of them of varying sizes. Some of them are even growing through like decomposing houses.
dang, this town messed up.
The air itself is heavy with the smell of like coppery scent of blood. It's not a pleasant smell at all.
Yeah.
You do see very cultists just going around. Some sit at prayer at these twisted altars. You do see a couple of the creatures that attacked you at your camp. Was it 2 days before now? I think it was 2 days ago. Or was it
one night?
One night.
It was like
Last night then.
last night.
Last night, you see those walking around as well, tailing the cultists.
Hmm.
Overall, it's not a pleasant scene. Let's see here.
And just like with this quick glance as we enter, like we talking like 10 cultists, or are we talking more?
Way more.
Oh,
This town is
dang.
filled, but there isn't much. Even despite the town being filled with cultists, there isn't much noise. You hear faint whispers coming from the prayer circles. You hear mostly footsteps. No one's really casually conversating.
That's good to know, actually.
You know, if you fought each cultist one at a time, you could probably kill everyone.
Yeah.
As long as you all come at me one at a time.
I will kill every
Yeah.
single one of you. Because you
Down
cannot
that
hurt me.
short alleyway.
With your, I literally cannot be hurt in one of them. But
I just need to get into a 5 foot wide alley, and I need to stand at the
that's
mouth
what he
of it.
needs. He needs a multi-attack to kill that fucker. Yes, let's see. Avery, highs or lows?
Eyes. Go big or go home.
All right, start with the stealth group then.
Going big. Hey,
Does that mean we're going home?
I guess we're
We're
going.
going home. I want to go home.
I'm gonna like.
Yes.
Okay, I couldn't talk to you in your head. You
No,
had to
we're
talk to me first.
we're still linked.
Oh, we're still linked. Okay, I didn't.
So
I didn't know that.
A nice tether.
you're all in about like the front part of portion of the town towards the main gate. You see what I just described.
Yeah.
What are you looking for? This is more of an open-ended thing, so
All right. Well,
see what you got.
I don't think we'll need to like slink around too much. It seems like nobody's talking. They're all just kind of being a cult. You know.
I guess.
So I don't know. They're better at talking. Well, he's better at talking. So I think we should leave that to him. Maybe we can check out like I don't know, see if they have like a pen or something for those weird looking dogs.
I was thinking the exact same thing.
2 peas in a pod.
All right. Both of you roll me perception checks.
Or would it be investigation?
Um,
I'm wasting
I don't
all
know.
my-
I'd say general perception for now, as you're just taking a scope of the area. You're really more wide searching just to see if you can find like something.
What'd you get?
What'd you get?
God.
21.
25.
What the hell?
I'm wasting all my nat 20s on skill checks.
I wouldn't say that's a waste.
Seriously.
I wouldn't say that's a waste at all.
Good intel.
That could have been a punch.
Could have been.
Yeah, it could have been
Alright.
actually.
But-
A gunshot.
Both of you kind of just stick to the shadows, almost like just pretend like you're cultists a little bit. Eventually, as you come across, I want to say towards the more central area of the town, you do see a group of, I want to say 4 cultists kind of walking towards the center. You see one of them carrying this absolutely just emaciated, just pale body.
Cool.
Like, human body.
Yes. But you haven't seen any other cultists carrying bodies. So this is a little out of the ordinary.
I know we're supposed to be looking for dogs, but I kind of want to see where that guy's going with that body.
Good.
Call it morbid curiosity.
Okay.
We're gonna trail them from
As you
a
trail
little
them,
bit away.
they kind of weave in and out of the alleyways. They're not trying to shake you. They just are just making their own way through the town. And
Could I climb up onto the roof and kind of just like
I forget. Do you have a climbing speed?
I do.
I'd say easily, since some of these roofs, some of these buildings are like single-story buildings. Like they're just generic homes. They aren't too big.
Are the houses like dense enough where I could go from roof to roof?
Towards the middle of the city, yes, but towards the outer like scapes where you first entered in, it would be a struggle to make those jumps. I would say around here you could do it with fair ease.
Okay.
So, is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Alright, you find a nice alleyway to kind of just skitter upwards. With
I don't know why I'm whispering. I can just talk in your head. Don't get caught, because that's like extra suspicious.
It is true. It is a little suspicious
That
for a
is
cultist
really,
to be
really
on a roof
suspicious.
just in the middle of nowhere.
Excuse me, what task are you doing on the roof?
I'm inspecting the shingles.
Emergency meeting.
Housekeeping. Anyway, you get on the roof. Is there anything in particular you're looking for now that you have a better vantage point?
I just wanted to be able to trail them without them being like, "What are you doing?"
Oh, I thought you were talking to someone. I was like, what, is Jake's dad down here or something?
Nah.
Okay. But, as you get on top of the roof, you do get a better vantage point of the city around you, and you see, towards the very center of the city, this massive, just altar.
Mm.
Looks to be originally stone, but there is this giant tree sort of growing through it, cracking the stone as it grows. It is a much more vibrant red than the rest of the roots you saw outside the town and even some inside.
Call it a hunch. I think we should chop that tree down. We should get
Call
Corinne
it a
on that.
hunch. I
Corinne
think
feels
they
like
are
shivers.
going to feed that body to the tree.
I think so too.
I do not know the logistics of
Yeah,
such a thing,
a
but
tree ain't got no mouth.
it might.
Ugh.
Oh
I
god.
think we should chop that tree down when we get the chance.
We gotta kill this guy.
Eventually.
But you continue going forward.
Yeah.
Uh,
Creeping.
let's see.
I'm lurking, and I'm stalking, and I'm creeping.
I'm lurking and I'm lurking.
We call it Creep by Radiohead.
I'm
The
Jake?
whole time because it's hot down here.
What's up? Okay, so, let's see, where was I? Right, you're walking to the center of the town. So, you have no problem. I don't know why. You peeking around there got me more than you were over there. I don't know why.
Wait, did he not just ask? I thought he just asked me something.
He asked you why the door was open.
I thought he said-
And you
I thought he
told him
said
why the
check
door
my
was
text
open.
messages afterwards, but
Okay, whatever. Anyway,
start over. Where were we?
where were we? Right.
I'm lurking and I'm creeping.
You're
and I'm
both lurking and stalking
stalking
when they
and
least
stalking.
expect it. So, eventually you make your way towards the center of the town, where there is, I want to say, at least a good. Let's roll for it. Let's see.
99 cold.
At least a good 88 cultists.
all right, cool, yeah.
I was close. I was close.
It's just all kind of gathered around the
88
tree.
cultists separate from the ones that they. saw
Remember
in
what
the
I said?
Yes.
One at a time. I could take
Do
them.
you have about 80 arrows on you?
I have 5 daggers and 2 fists.
So real for that.
Repeating shot doesn't seem that dumb now, does it?
I mean, it won't make a difference.
It gives you unlimited ammo.
Does it?
It creates magical ammo.
Oh, that's actually kind of litty.
He's reconsidering.
Jack's over there like,
Oh.
he has infinite ammo.
I mean, I
How am I
expected-
supposed to
I
balance
expected
this?
that to come along at some point with
Oh my
Artificer. It's the burst damage that's the hard part to balance around. Also, the fact you have no healers, even if you have a lot of mitigation.
We don't need healers.
Infinite ammo jam
Only
explosion.
one
You
healer.
get
One
infinite
ranged.
ammo, your misfire is twice
A
as
healer
long.
is a strong word.
Healer is a actually everyone gets a pretty good boost.
Yeah, it's good. As of right now, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
So we're at like a total of like 150 cultists right now.
Probably, possibly more, possibly less.
We blow up the city.
You do see,
We
Scroll
burned down the
of summons
forest.
around.
Flame on.
they're kind of like just. They're a little more mingling than the other cultists. Like, you see some whispering to each other, but nothing like friendly conversation. Just more so like speaking to each other.
Good for the Briar God.
As you get closer to the tree, though, you will notice, both of you, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Towards the main central area, Riley, there's not really another roof for you to jump on, but this roof is about a good 50 feet away from the tree, possibly. So you're still pretty close. I should mention that this town is lit enough to the point where people with dark vision can see. There are torches just kind of around. And I think that only person is
Awesome.
you.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you
Glad-
can see.
I'm glad they accounted for my disability, guys.
God.
It really, when you're in the minority, it's a disability.
You mean your normality. You're just normal.
You're normal. This group is weird.
You're really handsome though.
Roguish.
You will see those 4 cultists kind of approach the tree, and as you look at the tree, you will see that there are a good at least 15 to 20 just dead bodies that are just impaled on the roots of the
Oh.
tree.
Ugh. Is there like, are they all like gathered around like chatting, or are there people, are there cultists like praying?
Some are in prayer, some are whispering to each other. It's really a mixed bag.
I'm gonna get a little closer and pretend that I'm praying.
Okay.
Maybe like,
You find a spot. Do you try and find a spot close to some whispering, maybe, or do you so you can overhear, or do you try and like?
what a good idea. Why didn't I think of that? Yeah, I'll try and nonchalantly, kind of slide up next to like a group that's chatting, and I'll kneel down in prayer, or however it is that these people pray.
Okay. I mean, you can't really say the specifics of the prayer because you don't know it, but you think you probably can just blend in well enough to like make it look like you belong and no one will question.
Yeah.
Please make me a perception check to see if you can pick up any major.
20.
Another nat 20.
No.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, is that
15
your
for a
third in
total
a
of
row?
20. Yeah, I wish.
Damn. Okay.
We'll get to
so,
combat and I won't be able to do anything.
You hear them
The dice
whispering
give
to
and the dice
themselves.
take away.
You pick out. It's mostly just like discussion about the force you guys came in with, about the force trying to reclaim Rethvale, about something, just the standard culty talk, kill them all kind of thing, in whispering tones. You do hear a few names though. You hear the name. You don't hear a name, but you hear a. Well, you do hear a name, but you also hear a. What's the word I'm looking for? A title, I guess. Yeah, that works. A title.
All right.
The title you hear is The One Who Listens.
The one who listens. Guys, they're talking about me.
I'm the listener.
He can't listen to what he can't hear.
And as for the name, you hear the name Rethvale.
Am I hearing those like? Is it Rethvale, comma, space, the one who listens?
No, two separate names.
Okay. I'm not even gonna ask how to spell that.
Pause so that Anthony can.
No cheating.
It's pretty much spelled as it sounds, so that's your hint, Anthony.
RAK'TOL.
I
No
didn't put in
apostrophe.
yeah, I didn't put an apostrophe in.
Or
I know Jack loves to put a good apostrophe in there.
There's certain elements, yeah.
HKTOL.
RHKTOL. I went to spelling school.
But as you kind of sit there and listen in, you see the cultists that were bringing the body kind of walk towards the tree.
Are they gonna impale him?
Yeah.
As you see it,
Call it a hunch.
What was that guy's name again?
Which one, the acronym or the?
Oh, I think that's the leader. Is my guess, but
Probably.
As you watch the cultists bring the body to the tree, they actually don't impale it. They actually bring out what appears to be a sharpened saw of some kind as they slice into the tree, as blood pours out of it. As they as you realize now there's a circle around the tree that doesn't look like it was there when the tree grew. Looks like a sort of collection pool almost for blood. As the tree bleeds further and further, you will see the bodies impaled on the tree kind of wither away. Some of them wither away, others appear to be fresher.
Am I picking up on this too?
I'd say you can. Let's see. Yeah, I'd say you're at the angle to see both happening. Now, it's a little harder to see the bodies as they're much higher up on the trees.
Mhm.
This is a large tree, but you'll see the cultists holding the body, place it into the blood as they begin to kneel around it.
Are you seeing this?
I am seeing this.
This is weird.
And as you all discuss that, we will move to the espionage group, or disguise group.
Seems very unsanitary.
So, you're all kind of
Code
back at the
violations,
city. You
breaking
kind of
the
lost track of those two as soon
Yeah.
as they entered. So, it's just you three now. Is there anywhere in particular you would like to go? Anything you would like to look for?
I don't know about my teammates, but I am in the business of finding like the lead building, like the biggest building.
This guy in Big Building.
Buildings. Oh my god.
Well, I mean, big building probably.
Big
I
building.
mean, yeah, it's important. It's just funny though. This has happened twice now.
No, he's a big
Fine.
guy.
The guy needs big building.
He needs a
I need
big
big
doorway
building.
to get
I
in.
need-
I would have 2, but I would soon have 3.
So you I mean, there are decently large buildings around. As you probably, in order to find a larger building, you would probably have to make your way closer to the center of the town. So
Yeah.
you do so. With relative ease. You aren't questioned. As I mean, you're just keeping your head down and just not talking, right?
I'm not saying anything to anybody.
Yeah, so you've managed to keep your heads down pretty well. You do eventually see a larger building. Probably not the biggest, but the biggest one you've seen so far. If you would like to enter that.
Did we ever walk past this, like the seance going on in the middle?
I'd say you're approaching the middle now, as you're getting to bigger buildings. You're not quite there yet.
Okay, so like this building is like, is it a large house or like a store? Or...
Hard to tell with the decay of the buildings and the, well, quite frankly, the giant trees just coming from it.
Yeah.
But with the structure of it, you could assume it looks kind of similar to a shop. You could be wrong. But
Okay. Yeah, why not? We'll check it out. Doesn't hurt.
okay. You enter the building, and the door opening with a loud creak as you enter what appears to be the main area of some kind of tavern at one point. There is a tree, just the trunk of the tree is just completely split through the middle of the floor,
Okay.
and a lot of the planks and all are unsturdy, like just misplaced from the tree roots. But you do see that the stairwell is open if you want to enter the second floor, unless you want to look around here first in the bottom floor. Choice.
Did you guys come with me?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I guess, yeah. I mean, this first floor is like disheveled, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Sneakily up to the second, maybe. I don't know.
Let me stealth check. Because it says you said sneakily.
Yeah. 21.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Are you two following him or no?
I'm staying on the bottom floor. I'm like,
Mhm.
that's gonna creepy.
You're staying on the bottom or you're following?
I'm following.
Okay. I guess I'll have a stealth check from you too, unless you're not trying to be quiet.
No, I'm trying to be quiet.
I don't got the greatest stealth, but I rolled really high.
15.
All right. The stairs are a little creaky, but you both managed to handle that pretty well. As you go up to the second floor, the second floor itself is where the tree begins to show out into the just open air. This appears to be like a storage room and of some sorts.
Ooh.
But the tree has completely just shattered through the side of the building. Other than that, it's just a storage room. If you want to look around, you can. Maybe a perception check if you're looking around as well.
Just another stat that's not great for me.
Oh, you're looking around, so
19.
there you go.
6.
Well, you really don't find much. It's just a storeroom. It's not. You weren't really told to find anything for a storeroom, so you're just kind of following him up here. The storeroom seemed to be used for like foodstuffs and other things like that, but most of it's gone by now, if not all of it. And what is left is probably rotten to hell. However, you do see a slight movement in the tree.
What do you mean? Like,
You see, like,
the trees, like,
No, there's something in the tree that is moving.
oh, dang. That is probably not good.
No.
Can I, like, pull up to, like, walk up to the tree and, like, feel around on it?
You want?
Yeah.
Let's see here. You're just kind of. What are you doing exactly? So I get.
So,
the
like, the tree is here,
Mhm.
and I see, like, movement, like, inside like that, right?
Yeah, like you see a silhouette of something.
I'm going up to the tree, and I'm like this.
You're gonna push some of the leaves aside. Or bramble, I guess. There really isn't too many leaves on this tree. You see this. What looks like a large, like a medium-sized bird.
Another bird?
Medium owl.
Medium out. And, like, it just doesn't care that I'm sitting right here.
It appears not to have noticed you.
And this bird looks like what?
It's a larger bird, incredibly gangly, and just the feathers, if you can even call them that, the feathers look crooked and just wrong. Extremely gangly. You see, in the place of like some of its skin is exposed, and in the place of tendons, you see roots.
Ugh.
The same blood red color as most of the trees you've seen.
Put it out of its misery.
What are the odds that I could befriend this bird, I wonder?
If you want to, you can. You can give it your best shot. I will not stop you.
Animal handling is a stat. And I doubt I could one-shot this big bird.
It's a medium bird.
Yeah, but a medium bird is bigger than a normal bird.
Yeah.
And it hasn't noticed me?
No.
Maybe I should just back away. Is there like a nest in here?
No.
And is this bird just like chilling in here?
It appears to be scratching at itself.
Oh. I should
As
really
you see
just,
more and more feathers fall down.
I should really just back away. Does this bird like resemble like a normal bird that's probably just been like infected with the blood bramble stuff?
Not that you know.
Oh man.
This thing looks odd. Uncanny.
I should just back away. I should. I don't want to ruin this mission. I'm just gonna tiptoe back.
Alright.
Yeah.
Tiptoe back, no problem.
Yeah, I shouldn't be messing with this. This is above
As you
me.
kind of step backwards and head down, you do hear the bramble shift as you hear the rapid beating of wings, almost struggling, as you look back and you see the figure no longer in the tree.
I was
Good call.
I'm proud of you.
Let's see what I would have rolled though. A 1. That is crazy.
That would have been so good. Oh my god.
Now all of
It would have been a 1 for
Rethvale.
Now all
All
of
right.
Rethvale knows you're here.
Wow. You know that took
Big
a lot of
eyes and
self-control.
eyes.
Yeah,
What was it?
That was the tonality of a man who's like, I shouldn't. I need you.
Buddy.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
From the first floor, Karuna, you do hear the struggled wing beats of something.
Karina's just like, and she like looks up the stairwell to see if she can see them, like a little bit panicked.
Mhm.
And she's like, I just heard wings beating.
You
I'll
see
hear 'em.
something fly off towards the center of the town.
She's like,
Is there anything else you wish to look for?
No, I'm gonna go back down.
Both of you head back downstairs. Say don't. I just hit the mic. Sorry about that if that was loud. I would say you don't need to stealth again since
Oh, sweet.
you know no one's up here now. At least no one that you saw.
just sweating a little. She's like, oh, thank God.
No one
they're
that
okay.
Yeah,
She's
this building was kind of useless.
I have the curse of invisibility.
But
I'm just invisible.
there are like at least like 150 cultists here so far. And how big is our caravan?
Just imagine there's a
Not that
cultist who's
big.
been chugging,
Rethvale has a
not
population
cultist, but like
of
a
about-
civilian who's been chugging invisibility potions.
I want to say 300 to 400.
I'm saying
Albeit
like,
half of
like
those are probably not combat capable.
combat
if not
ready
more.
people. We have like 100
Last
something
combat
total.
hatch.
Yeah.
So we're definitely outnumbered. Not that that's a big deal, but it's a big deal.
I would say it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah. But I wonder if they have just the numbers, why they wouldn't just defend when we got here. Like, why would they send out the ambush if they have way more people than us? Like, why wouldn't they just smother us when we try to do something about it?
I mean, maybe they're holding something in here.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Maybe it's that thing I saw on the tree.
Yeah, actually. Wait, so what did that tree look like? Was that like in a town, or were you on a mountain when you saw that? Or
Yeah, it wasn't just like a giant.
It
I
was
just saw a giant
a
tree
really
with a
big tree.
massive creature like
Kind of like rooted
bound
inside of
into it. Yeah.
Mhm.
like, was the tree in the wild, or was it like?
With what Karuna told you, she said she didn't see any.
Oh,
I couldn't see anything
buildings.
else around me. I just saw this thing in a.
It was like your
huge
kind of
tree.
tunnel vision, you know.
Yeah.
I was trying
They
to see.
cropped the tree out.
Yeah, I was trying to like see if it was the tree that's in like the altar at the center of the town or not.
Man, I hope not. That would suck for us.
I wish we had a way to get in touch with Zeke and Sharouz.
Like,
Bro needs a walkie-talkie.
We need
Some sort of
messages.
device that lets us talk and walk at the same time.
Yes,
Hmm.
that
We
would
call
be,
it a talker walker.
A talking walker.
that would be
me.
useful.
Talking walker. Anyway,
I'm
Um,
the walking, talking.
so what now? Do you look for
Um,
another bigger building, or
I just kind of want to group up, to be honest, but I don't really know how to go about that.
yeah, we want to
What do
know
you
where
wanna
they
do?
are.
Okay. yeah, actually, I should be asking you two. What do you wanna do?
It's probably like, well, I mean, there's that big tree, and that seems rather important at this moment. So we might as well
I concur.
go see what that thing is, especially if that big, whatever the heck I saw,
Mhm.
flew off in that direction.
Oh, okay.
Because it looked like it was heading towards the middle of town. And
Yeah,
I'm
we
worried.
can go check out the middle of town. Probably the most dangerous place we could check out, but where there's danger, there's reward.
As long as we keep our heads low, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
So, do you make your way towards the middle of the town?
Yeah.
They're writing
Those
secret
two are
messages
writing
across
messages
the
to each
table.
other, showing them
That's
across the
that's
table.
our psychic link. We don't want to interrupt you guys.
No,
we're
I
reading messages.
love it. It makes sense, and I appreciate it. But it's just funny to see, like, every once in a while, Riley just go like that with a notebook.
Imagine if you could only text through the group to let everyone know
That's
that
our
he
telepathic link.
That's like just playing Kenku before like it could be in the ability to talk.
Yeah.
I think that's dumb. Kenku should still be known creatures. But
It's just a weird concept.
conversation for another time.
Yeah, nice long conversation.
All right. Yeah.
Absolutely. I love
Let's go to the middle.
All right.
To the middle.
So, you make your way to the middle, where you see much of the same scene as was described to Sharouz and Ezekiel. The large tree, the ridiculous amount of cultists, some in prayer, others in just small huddles. Real quick with Ezekiel and Sharouz. Sharouz, as you're like kind of crouching down, you would hear something just kind of fly over your head. As you look up, you see some kind of like twisted bird creature thing fly over you.
I wonder what sound.
I
this
wonder
one
why
makes.
this bird isn't. Don't even start.
You will watch as it flies kind of into the big tree, kind of like perches on one of the branches, looks around for a little bit, and it flies down to one of the bodies as it forcibly removes it off of one of the spikes and flies away with it.
Oh, that is a big
That's
bird.
a big bird. That
It's human sized.
that
big
is
bird.
a big bird.
I
That's no
thought that-
medium bird.
Well,
I would qualify that as a large bird.
it's a large bird, but medium sized.
Yeah.
You see it visibly struggling with this body, but it's still in the air,
Oh my god.
barely.
That's terrifying. I think to myself. I say to him in our heads.
That is
Did you-
terrifying.
That is how you say terrifying.
That is moderately unpleasant.
Every time he talks, it's a different accent. Accent based on how he's feeling.
Let's
Where he's
handle you.
located.
Anyway,
We're going to the Sorry.
okay. Anyway, espionage group. You eventually make it to the middle, and I mean, you see a fuck ton of cultists, but again, there's no way to tell which one might be Sharouz or Ezekiel, unless you like get close, maybe, or unless you can give maybe Sharouz a sign or something like that.
It's just like
I don't even know he's on the
I
roof.
would highly doubt. I wouldn't even think to look for Ezekiel in the massive cultist because like that's so crazy. But
That's insane. He would never do that. Hand to
Him.
Ezekiel, slow hand to Ezekiel, right next to him, and he just doesn't realize.
yeah,
Slip into me like, hey, what's up, guys? How
I
about,
guess like
how about them Briars last night?
yeah. I
See the
guess like
Friars game, bro. It's great.
Oh my god.
since we're at
Isn't
the
it? It is about
altar of
the
this
net.
place, is there like a guy like conducting it? You know what I'm saying?
As of right now, no. Although you do see a group of 4 cultists kind of huddled in front of, like, very close to the tree, around that, like, what appears to be a basin of blood.
Huh. Okay. We shouldn't step in anywhere, right?
Kurt is like looking up at the tree, like, I don't think so.
Can I like give a look around to try to like find Sharuz and Ezekiel?
Sure.
I just want to double check. Did you say what was happening to that body that was getting
Not
covered in
yet.
tree
Nothing
blood?
is happening to it currently. They're all just still sitting around it.
We'll get there when we get there. Do I happen? I'm not really looking around, but do I see like figures, like silhouettes that I would recognize? Because there's a solid 2 feet of difference between the
Yeah.
two, and that guy has a floppy.
Actually, so true.
And that guy has a floppy
Floppy
sleeve.
veil sleeve. Yeah.
That's so true. Actually, you guys are so like
Distinctive.
distinctive.
A very interesting
If not for
silhouette.
being like, how tall is Kurt again? Like 5?
She's 5 foot exactly.
Oh, 5 foot exactly. Okay.
5 foot exactly, average size, but
Average
missing
size
an arm.
and far
7'4".
too large.
Yeah,
7'4".
So actually,
There's more than a 2 foot difference.
yeah.
if you spend the time to look around, I'm not even gonna make you roll.
Nope.
They're so obvious.
Glance around.
Like since you know they're so obvious, but to
Yeah.
anyone else, it's just like that could be a Goliath or something.
Yeah,
It's supposed to.
but I see him. All right. Hey, Jaruds,
Yes.
do you see the group of 3 to my right? One of them's like absurdly tall, and one of them is kind of short. And one of them is missing an arm.
Yeah.
I think that's our people. I could be wrong.
Could you
No,
imagine
I would
this?
assume
Oh my
that
God.
that is our group.
Alright.
Could you imagine there's just another
just
group
a-
of doppelgangers that
Yeah.
also have this idea?
That would be insane. That would be crazy.
We're not special. The Celestials just picked every 7
every-
foot 4 elf and every 5 foot fire genasi they could and chose them. Every one-armed-
7'4" was harder to find. but-
Every one-armed, one-eyed half-orc in the entire world got chosen.
He's a rock
The
genasi.
Rock Genasi.
He said half orc.
I said half-orc?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What am I on?
I don't know what
Yeah.
you.
I
I
don't know,
don't know which
man.
character you were thinking
I
about,
don't know.
but
What am I on?
he said half work.
And every 6'4",
Bog person.
Maybe 6'4" bug person, which I mean those are really hard to find.
And then
Like,
every
there's a chair
every
on the
average
whole plan.
average human man.
This blood basin. Can we take a peek inside? Just like a.
And you can. You see, as you get a little closer, just kind of try and blend in. You see just a body face down in the blood, completely
need a
like
light.
pale.
Does it look like it's
Yeah, that's a lot of blood.
intaking
No, I'm kind of
the blood?
No.
No. What is the point of this body in the blood?
Curtis.
As you come closer,
how much
eventually,
coagulant do you think?
all
we
of
need
you
to,
will hear a toll of a church bell.
Oh, that was a great toll.
The you will see the cultists who are conversating among themselves immediately disperse and begin to like kneel in standard positions.
I didn't really have a height change, but I did kneel.
Act like, are they kneeling or are they like standing in a circle, linking hands?
No, they're like kind of like kneeling in front of the tree, but you do see there is a clear pathway split down the middle of them.
I will
That they're
make
avoiding.
sure not to be in that pathway, and I will join the group on one
Like
side.
they're making a line towards the tree.
An open line towards the tree. Yes.
She's gonna get
Oh.
on one side of the open line, being as close as she can,
Yes!
but kneeling
Yes.
quietly.
Exactly. Like as close to the tree as we can be.
Yeah. There are spots open.
Yeah. Yeah.
As everyone is finding their places, there doesn't seem to be any sort of
We
sign
end
of
up on the
places.
opposite.
This must be one of those shows where the theater people come out into the crowd and
Yeah,
interact.
I
with
hope
you.
so. Oh, wait, I actually don't hope so.
Going up.
Can we get one volunteer from the crowd to come into this blood pool?
Enter if you dare.
For what you wish for.
I also kneel towards the aisle.
So,
I don't.
the bell will toll about
You
4
kneel on
times
the roof.
before it stops, and it is dead silent. You can hear a pin drop, aside from the occasional dripping of like droplet of blood into the basin, which is audible from far further than it should be. At least it feels like it.
Someone's
Eventually, you'll hear whispers from behind you all.
Oh.
As you
I
hear
try not to
a fair amount of footsteps, at least 3 sets, on top of 2 sets of irregular footsteps. Do any of you turn around at all, or do you just?
What am I seeing?
Oh right, you're up on the roof. That's so true. You're up on the roof.
Cyrus, what do your bug eyes see?
You see a figure that isn't cloaked, kind of just walk through the alleyway, and flanked by 2 strangely cloaked figures. They have more, not regal, but like distinct cloaks on top of what appear to be 2 of those hounds again.
They're riding the hounds?
No,
Oh.
they're just walking alongside them
Okay.
as their one in the middle is not even wearing a robe at all. Instead, is wearing some sort of embroidered clothing.
That's
With
probably
a-
the boss. Cyrus.
Yeah, that's probably Ractol.
With the
Or the sacrifice.
there is a
Or the one who
a
listens.
mask made of wood over his face, with no, not a particular face, just sort of like all that's carved into it are symbols. There doesn't appear to be any eye holes.
He might be a sacrifice.
He could be a
Yeah.
sacrifice.
I like that idea now.
I don't.
We can't even talk to
Are
each
they
other.
like? Actually, I can't see any of this.
The cultists, I should say to you, the cultists walk like with their heads bowed, but this middle individual seems to have a more confident.
Oh, he no sacrifice.
Not a sacrifice.
He's not a sacrifice. He's a whispered one or whatever. The one who listens.
I am so glad you all came to be sacrificed
I'm
today.
not doing Whisper's voice for him. We did that once for the villain before. I'm not doing it again. I didn't do it. You.
Um,
I had a nickel.
I had a nickel for every time I sacrificed all of my cultists standing near the tree.
Sharu's the rogue.
Green.
Anyway, back on topic.
Never
Yeah.
It's 100% a serious moment.
This is what I call my blood briarinator.
I'm sorry. That one got me. There's the self-destruct button on the back of the tree.
Must be
Time to be
ignited.
serious again.
Yeah.
I don't know what came over me.
Excuse me. Anyway, you will see as the individual starts his way down the separated alley. As he passes each of the lane of cultists, they all stand, and they continue to stand as he passes each lane.
We do that, of course.
of course we do that.
Mhm.
You will hear footsteps behind you, and more is the shuffling of footsteps and what it sounds like people standing.
It's gonna, once they reach up towards where they are, she's gonna quietly stand. She's
Yep.
mimicking everything that she can visibly hear or see.
Mm-hmm.
You hear more whispers as the individuals begin to stand, although it's indecipherable.
Yeah, is it like? It's not the cultists whispering. We're just hearing whispering.
No, it is. Some of the
Oh, okay.
cultists are whispering,
Okay.
and it's indecipherable nonsense. So take that as you will. As the individual finally reaches the front of the tree, you will see him hold out his hand as roots will break open from the floor, forming kind of like a thing. And as he steps onto it, another will form as he steps down, as they're making a rudimentary stairwell up the tree.
That's
kinda
kind of
cool.
cool. It's kind of
That's
cool.
pretty sick.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I gotta learn how to do
Eventually,
that.
after reaching a height of about 10 feet-ish up the tree, he will bring both of his hands together as the roots will form into a more solidified platform as he will turn around and face the crowd.
Yeah.
Monologue.
Tell us your
He
evil
won't
speech.
say anything just yet, but he will.
When I see him walking, like
Up over.
no, not
Howard never makes it.
take the shot. I'm gonna climb back down the roof so I'm not just like a red robe figure, just like fat chilling below the roof.
Hey, you can do that. Yeah, you can
I'll
easily climb
stalk
down into
from
the
the
alleyway
alleys.
from like you came from, and stalk from the alleyways. The masked figure will bow in front of the crowd, and the rest of the crowd will bow as well. And he will speak. His voice amplified by unknown means.
Thaumaturgy.
Bro knows
Bro knows
thaumaturgy. He's not
thaumaturgy.
fooling anyone.
It has come
There's a magic
to
item.
my attention that the citizens of Rethvale have arrived but a few miles beyond our gates.
We already knew they know.
I was just trying to act surprised.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's no like
No, obviously,
surprise
yeah,
from the
no,
crowd,
no.
but like just complete silence and attention. I expected as much, although to be here this soon is inconvenient.
Get him. Should I take the shot?
As much as I would love to jump all of these cultists, I think we would get wiped.
You know,
get
what I'm
so
what I'm thinking is more like I shoot at him and then start running, and then you guys join the cultists and take the
Man,
Really
that would be
blending
something.
in.
Yeah.
If this was
Or
real
while
life,
everyone's running
my
away,
God, yeah.
we set fire to the tree.
real.
I keep going. Sorry.
In vain effort, of course, our influence spreads further and further every day. But one must admire their persistence. Like roots, they break forth from the ground and make their own path. However, their path is tainted, unjust, and quite frankly foolish. I correct myself. We, and our glorious purpose. He will pause, as if he is listening to something.
While he's paused,
but
how many
Uh-huh.
cultists we talk about? Like, if
Uh-huh.
all the cultists are gathered in this place, how many cultists we talk about?
On top, at least over 100.
Okay,
Not
we already
fightable.
knew that.
Not
I'm not saying
no,
that. We
not
were,
fightable.
no, we were told to
Please
get an
don't.
estimate of their numbers. So
Over the course of what you've seen, roughly 200 strong so far.
man,
keep going. Sorry.
You will hear from the crowd whispers mentioning the name that you heard, Ezekiel, the one who listens. I see.
this is the one who listens. This is the guy. He's listening.
It's okay.
Bless you.
I have had a message from our great lord, Rethvale.
Oh wow, what a lie that I told. He's not the leader.
I love
He
exposition.
speaks, and I listen from the deep roots of the Duskwood. We are to hold this town for as long as possible. The awakening must not be interrupted at Myken's Tower.
At where? Oh, wow. Oh wow.
At where?
Lycan's talon, the tree that we're being pulled towards.
We're just being pulled towards the east. We don't know.
We're
what
being
tree.
pulled towards the corner of the tree.
Oh Lord.
I have faith in all of you, my devoted, that you will fight with your lives and souls for this town, as it is what Rethvale wishes. He will look down for a moment, and then look back. But enough of business. Let us get to pleasantries now. He will motion his hand as the rooted platform will bring him back down to the ground. As he stands in front of the basin with the blood. He will point to one cultist
He
fine.
is taking volunteers from the crowd. Nobody's safe.
I don't know if these guys are volunteering though.
The one cultist he
They're
points
being
to will
voluntold.
immediately stand up, bow in reverence, and walk forward down the path. He will point to 3 other cultists.
Oh,
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I'm volunteering. They're just going along with the ride.
They're hanging out.
I want to get off this roller coaster.
man,
Why can't I be the Alamaroos and they're out there? And
Actually,
We're
actually
out
rolled
there.
a different die.
Yeah, because
you only got
Just
4
Just
options,
around
though.
there.
Oh, D4, you only got 4 options. Oh,
Yeah,
where's
I'm
the
gonna roll D8.
caravan? Oh.
Let's do a D4.
Gulp.
Uh-oh.
That was their side of the table, brother.
Their side. I'm on that side.
As he points to that one last cultist, he will think for a moment.
Ooh.
One more. He will point to Ardor.
Oh
I would have laughed if it was you,
I
but
would
like I would have
have
felt so bad. What do you do?
Rick.
No. No, thank you.
I'm full. Thank you,
This
though.
entire session, I was like, I wish I had invisibility.
I need to go use the restroom.
I'm gonna use a bathroom real
Yeah,
quick.
IRL, need to use the restroom. I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
Thanks, the one who listens, but I'm actually kind of squeamish with blood.
I'm actually good off that one.
Yeah.
I'm only here for
Double
only here
it
for
and pass it
volunteer
to the
hours.
next cultist.
It's that guy right there.
Double it past.
I joinks my friend asked me to, but I'm allergic to blood.
He said something about like a referral bonus he was getting.
He said
getting
I'd get volunteer
Twice
hours
normal
for
allotment of
college.
blood. I'm just here for college credit.
No.
I will stand. I will stand up. And
What choice do you have?
Just imagine saying like,
I'll give like a
Should I
I'll give like a
take the shot?
bow, but like
on him.
like one of these types of bows where you put your hand in front of you and like obviously I don't have the arm on,
Yeah,
so like he's aware he's choosing a cripple.
he does not seem to mind.
Fucking ableist.
I hope
He's
he's
like,
an
oh, he's
ableist.
missing.
Whatever, he won't choose me.
It's like, oh, he's missing an arm. He doesn't have the proper amount of blood we need. Dang.
Oh, dang it.
I guess I'll walk forward.
You walk forward. You cannot see his face behind the mask, but he will gesture to the last open spot next to the other cultists.
They're kneeling, right?
No, they are standing.
Oh, they're standing. I
Just
guess so.
heads bowed, standing.
I will stand head bowed, but I will very much be like trying to look up into the crowd at my companions. Almost said friends. That was a slip there.
Acquaintances.
It's a love flip.
Like fucking do something.
Ernest is like panic thinking like,
Oh god.
So
They,
I want to go take this shot. My fucking gun's gonna just.
Are you doing it, Charles? Something as a how you say hapon.
Gun.
he pulls out the
so
short
many.
bow.
The gun is down.
This wasn't how order was supposed to go out.
Ardor, I'm going to see what happens to the first. Hopefully, it's nothing bad.
You do have. Are we linked
Yeah.
with that? I guess I'll respond. We have three chances to see what happens.
Yep.
So, as the
This is when we busted our subclasses, guys.
the 5 gather in front of the basin, he will walk to the leftmost. You are on the right.
Oh, well. And they're like, oh, you know what? I feel like starting on the right today.
Let's start with the last person I picked.
Yeah.
As he will pull out a embroidered dagger. The cultist will hold their palm out. as he will slip the palm open, similar to what happened with you at the gate.
Just like
Give him your bad arm.
The full-
he pulled out the metal arm.
I see some rustling under the coat, like he's quickly trying to tuck his good arm into his shirt.
Yeah, you're like this.
As the,
Sorry, boss.
cultist will,
No arms.
the cultist will clench his hand, and he will kind of pour it over the basin. But as it pours over the basin, the blood will hang in the middle of the air.
So
He will go to the next cultist and do the same until he gets to you. What do you do?
Is it like expand on that blood thing with it hanging in the air real quick?
Yeah.
Hanging.
So like he cut their hand and the blood is just stuck in the air.
Yes, like
Is it like
little-
constant? Is it like a constant flow, or is it
Mm,
like static, not moving blood just connecting their hand? to the
It's like a
blood?
constant flow, but once it gets to a certain point, it just stops and hangs. So there's like
Could it be distinguished between them doing it or him doing it?
you have
No.
no idea.
Is it like an
No.
invisible like
Dang it.
pool? Like, is it like pooling over
No, it's
the
not.
pool?
It's like over the pool, but it's like they're just droplets mid-air.
Do these cultists look like, yes, we're accepting the fact that we're gonna die in a sacrifice way? Like, are they like, dang, this kind of sucks
It is
that we're about to die?
extremely hard to tell.
Ah.
There is no emotion from any of these.
Because like,
Guys, we'll just wait. Like
The one
and
who's
see what
actually shown the
happens.
most emotion was the dude with the mask, who's, funny enough, you guys cannot see.
yeah. So, bro,
Man,
like these guys could just be like, oh dang, we got chosen to be a sacrifice. Oh well. It's like for the listened one or whatever for Ractol. Yeah, bro, you got no choice, I guess.
man, I have no spells to do fucking.
Oh, let's see what I got.
Cheddar!
you guys have spells?
Yeah, 5 of them. Combined.
Man, Featherfall was really important. Like when I thought I might fall off a tree. Oh. I'll pull a little joke on him though. I'll go to hold out the bad arm and then apologies. And then I'll hold out the good arm.
He will pause for a moment before you hear the voice from the mask say, "My, aren't we
What does that even mean?
to forget you were missing and all?" He will accept your hand.
You called me stupid.
Do the same thing,
Stupid
Oh,
and
like-
you'll see your blood hang in the air as well.
cripple. Stupid cripple.
What if he was like, ew, he's tainted, get him back?
He's like rocks. It's like,
Do I
Oh,
like have
gosh.
any sensation in my hand at all,
It
or does it
hurts.
feel like I'm bleeding?
It feels like you've been cut on your hand.
Mm.
So it hurts. Yeah.
Yeah.
As he walks back towards the basin, you will see him begin to say something in whispered tones, almost like an incantation, as the blood hanging will begin to flow into the tree.
yeah.
As the tree begins to glow brighter and brighter, you will see roots begin to cover the body in the basin. The roots begin to, not violently, almost gently begin, I say gently as it possibly can, begin to dismember the body in the pool. of blood. I say gently, it's not, like, it's, ew.
Tending to pray, just holding back.
And as the body is slowly dismembered, you will see roots begin to go inside of the open wounds, and you can see the roots kind of underneath the skin, just boring through it, as the body is slowly just dismorphed, and contorted in all kinds of different ways. You will see flesh begin to just break off, bone underneath becoming visible, with the roots taking place of muscles, tendons, everything. As you'll hear the snapping of joints popping out of their sockets as the figure begins to writhe. And you will see the body contort entirely And as it does so, the blood will stop floating in the air, and the figure will spasm once more before falling limp in the pool.
So this is now like a human body that's like all its limbs got like separated and then infested with limbs and like reconjoined in like a weird.
As the silence hangs, you will see the body twitch once before a shakily begins to move and stand
Oh.
on all fours.
I told you this is how they made the dogs.
It is near identical to one of those dogs you fought at the camp.
That's a lot of work for one dog,
That's a
though.
lot of work for one dog.
I kind of like how inefficient they
Have
are.
you ever considered that it's cinematic?
It is
Have you ever
cinematic.
considered how the story and what they can use?
True. They
Okay,
just, that you're already
so
doing that.
Yeah.
Never mind. Are they relieved of their duties now? Like, are they coming back, or?
The masked man will bow to. He will walk up to the dog first, or dog thing, and he will, from his hand, a small like flower will kind of like grow out of his hand as he will place it into the dog's eye, as it will take root and kind of like dig inside of its skull.
Having some previous experience with different types of creatures, like, am I getting an aberration-esque sense off
No.
of this thing?
Not aberration.
Could she see what flower that it possibly was that he used? Or is it something that she would not recognize in any form or fashion?
Make a nature check just to see.
It's a plant.
It's a plant. I got
Is it?
proficiency with my nature. 15 total.
Okay. I don't know the names of any flowers. I'm sorry, but I'll just describe that. I'll just say that you do
Yeah.
know what it is. It is a flower that is, ironically enough, used as a symbolism for when a child is born.
Oh, okay. I could go a couple flowers.
Although the flower itself is not correct in any way. It is twisted. It's grotesquely beautiful, if that makes sense. Anyway, but yes, you do recognize the flower.
My brain thought of baby's breath. It's also
The
highly
creature
poisonous.
will look around with glassy eyes, far too human to be comfortable, as it will walk down the alleyway. It appears to be sniffing. Or at least you think it is.
No.
It's like,
Gulp.
it sounds like it's struggling to breathe, but you know it probably doesn't need to.
There's no way this thing could detect that we're not supposed to be here.
What if they?
He
What
looks
if like
to her
everyone
and
else?
it's
Yeah,
like-
what if
like-
everyone else has like magic blood? And we're just a bunch
Oh,
of
like
normal
they all
people?
got flowered. I'm like, we're
Yeah, or like
we're deflowered.
blood prior blood or something.
That
Yeah,
could be
it's-
true.
You're not deflowered, buddy.
Okay, chill out. It was a funny joke. Okay.
Sorry, what did you just say?
She's like, maybe that's why I felt
I have
tingling in my
mentally
blood.
flashbanged by that. Like, oh my god. Never mind.
So now we're just leave. I can't talk to you guys.
Quietly.
We're all
looking at
sweating.
people like,
Oh, did you link with me guys? Hey. You want to just leave now?
You feel the link break.
Here's like a dead air.
Hello?
Are you there?
I don't know if the assembly is over. Then I think at this point, do we have enough information?
Probably. Well, I can't speak.
I can link
Lee.
with everybody. They can't speak to each other, but they can speak to me, and I can relay it back.
Oh,
I
we
feel
haven't
like-
found out why they chose this location yet. We found out everything else except for why they chose this place.
It's because it's on the outskirts. And
It's
Charus, what did he say?
it's literally just a holding point to prevent people from reaching the throne.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We need to do this in
The
character.
town.
Charus, you need to individually tell each one of us what Enderu said.
Cut you off.
I feel like we should wait until
You're
someone else
Everybody always
moves.
gives you a weird accent.
I have a weird accent. I can never pronounce anyone's name correctly.
What happened?
I didn't say anything.
Oh,
Must have been
maybe
a
I-
different voice in your head.
somebody else, I guess.
I feel like we should wait until someone else goes to leave,
No,
just in case someone else decides that there's something more he wants to say.
The dog will continue walking down the hallway, the corridor, I guess. As it reaches the end and begins to walk off towards the edge of the town, it will freeze for a second.
Oh my gosh, bro! There's always another thing.
It will kind of give these ragged sort of like sniffs, just awful sounds. Like it sounds like somebody's choking more than it does. It's like smelling something. As it will turn back towards the alleyway, it will begin walking down, and the masked individual. Why did I take so long for that? Masked individual will seem somewhat intrigued, as he will say, "Oh, it appears we have a blessed in our ranks today."
Talk about you.
So you're like,
Is he in Sharuz's alleyway?
No,
Sure.
he's back down in the
Oh.
group of cultists.
What are you talking about?
Oh, he's walking down the. He's
Sir,
walking
I wanna-
down into the aisle of the
He's walking
cultists.
the aisles again.
He's talking about us. That's even worse.
He's talking about us.
did we imbue
Yeah,
this
we're blessed,
dog
though.
with the magic that we had?
Not yet.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh,
I
Rennie's
wonder if it
dog.
can only find us because it has his blood. Oh my gosh.
I love the theory, Brad. Keep it up.
Jack's like, oh yes, that's a reason why you can see it.
No,
What did I do?
I know what's happening.
Wait,
Sometimes.
this got really bad.
So who's it looking towards?
It's kind of just going through the crowd right now. It actually breaks away from the alley to kind of walk in between
Oh,
the groups of cultists and you all included. It passes. Where's everyone sitting?
We're
We're
like,
next to each other.
yeah, we're next to each other. We have no idea where he is.
I'm gonna say they came in from like the right and they're in the right side of the aisle, and I'm like on the left side of the aisle, but close. I assume we're all close
Like
to
we're
the
on
aisle.
opposite sides of.
It actually goes through your like the direction you're facing, your alley. As it walks by, you can see the entrails just dragging along the ground.
Is it leaving like a snail trail?
Of blood, yes,
Oh,
Alright.
that's gross.
but it does not look to you. Why you giving me that eyebrow raise?
Wait, it didn't hit you?
I guess not.
Oh, then what are we chilling? What's a blessed then?
Current is just quietly like,
It continues to walk through the alleys. It stops on one cultist in particular. Kind of lets out a hack and then continues walking
The suspense.
until it reaches the front row.
Meet the front row?
I assume, right?
For us.
Wait, why are we using the front row? I thought we were in the back.
No,
No, they
definitely
were
weren't back.
everything.
was the only one in like the middle of it.
Yeah,
They
I
moved
want it to
front
be
so
like
they
in the
could-
middle of the
Like,
aisle.
just
see
in
what was
case.
happening.
Yeah, we
I
were
got
right
it.
there.
we're gonna like make sure nothing crazy goes down, and then we're like,
Just-
oh, regret.
He's just coming back to his owner.
She's just like, she glances over at you. It's just like,
We're just like cultistly praying.
Man, I sure feel bad for whoever it's sitting in front of right now.
you're doing. Just quietly like,
As it will walk towards slowly towards where the both of you are sitting.
Yeah, I can only smell you guys because you guys are sitting right next to each other.
It will pause for a moment, longer than the last cultist had stopped at. The masked figure will gesture to everyone standing after creating this creature, motioning them that they are dismissed. That includes you.
Yeah, I know.
Arthur goes and sits down right next to
You return to your spot.
No!
Where are you going?
I'll find another empty seat
Okay, very well.
further in the back.
You successfully find another seat further to the back.
Current is just like,
Like how close to us is this dog right now?
Like a couple people to the right.
she looks at you like,
What do we do? What do we do? What do we do?
she's like, she just keeps calm. She's like, don't freak out. Maybe we can get through this. She's not saying a single word, but she's quietly looking over at you. She does like a slow little like bring her hands down and gives you like a little pat on like the side as she's like pretending to have her arms lower in for her.
Mm-hmm. The creature will continue to move down the line, closer and closer.
Look at somebody else. Get away from me.
I'm sorry, I just tend to the left. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I tend to the right when I'm whispering, and I tend to the left when usually I'm never even talking about you.
Okay.
It's like,
You just to the dog. Shoot, shoot.
yeah,
You know, animal handling.
Take like a piece of meat, like
animal
Wanna
handling.
boy?
Yeah,
Wanna
'cause that
boy?
went so well theoretically last time.
Yeah. Right.
in the alternate
You want more
universe.
meat on your bones? Here you go.
And as it approaches,
How'd that theoretically go?
Actually, really good. 19.
Nice.
That is only a theory.
we love theoreticals. As it approaches where you two sit, it will pause. It will turn its glassy, bloodshot eyes staring directly at Karuna.
Oh, God!
She can feel her heart like starting to race, and she's like, keep calm, keep calm, keep calm, like quietly in her own head, just
I
like.
put my hands down like in prayer, like she did, like between me. Holding something.
So it kind of like passed over him and started looking at her directly.
Oh,
She's like just staring back at it, like quietly looking at it, like don't even fucking do it. She's not
As it-
saying anything, she's just staring, like
As it glances at you, you'll see it inch closer and closer. You can smell the just blood and rot on it. As it will bring its head like within inches of yours, and it will kind of brush its head against the side of yours, almost like it's nuzzling you.
ooh. She's gonna like keep very calm as she just like tries to relax her body as much as possible. Just
It will step back, and it will raise its head to the air and scream, for lack of a better term.
Ah!
You hear.
Blood curdling.
You really tried. You really tried. You didn't get very
Are you
far.
serious?
You sound like a sheep bleeding.
Are you serious right now?
I actually had to stop midway through.
You had to stop before it started.
Are you serious? I self-realized in the middle of that.
I appreciate your self-realization, but it needs
The
to come a little
intrusive
sooner.
thought
yeah.
one, and you couldn't
won,
stop
yeah,
it.
No, keep going.
It will. I'm sure you very easily hear this. It is piercing.
What am I gonna do about it?
Shoot it.
Shoot me!
Take the shot.
Should have taken the shot.
As
Fatso.
the dog finishes screaming, it will return to the masked man and just stand there. The man will turn to you and say, motion you to stand.
She quietly stands. She doesn't even look back. She's just like.
Mm-hmm.
"Mm."
You will feel him turn you kind of to face the crowd
She's like,
as you will hear branches behind him kind of and lift him up to like a higher vantage point than even before. As he will motion to the crowd, his arms extended. It appears we have a blessed Rethvale in our presence.
she's like,
Are we gonna have to fight her now?
is it because I saw the tree guy?
Truly a lucky day for us.
Oh shit!
It's because the tree bled on you.
I will see to them. In the meantime, go about your duties. You are all dismissed. Save for the blessed.
She's gonna look over.
We still like
What if she gets cool like blood briar powers? Though, and then
Does
uses
she
them
want
to and then uses them like,
do we want?
Does anyone want
and then uses them to like fight the blood briars. Though.
I already
This could
will
be a
have
good thing.
tree
Use the
powers.
blood briar to
I don't
fight
want
the
these
blood
ones.
briar.
She's got world tree powers.
Can
want
you ask
space
her?
powers.
She
Yeah,
needs,
blood
he wants
tree
us to save her.
I assume the answer will be yes. I don't know how we are going to go about that.
Well, you should ask her, then we'll figure it out.
Well, I'm not even gonna ask her. I'm gonna say, yeah.
She's gonna be like, Therese, don't anyone move. I'm gonna see where this goes. If I really need help, I'm just lighting this thing on fire. That'll be your signal.
Wait, we're right here. Let's just torch the tree.
And Travis
That-
with the mic.
That will be the signal.
Briefly, my idea.
But for now, maybe he'll tell me where this goes. What's going on? Plus, I need to find out why I'm the chosen. I really don't like this, but I mean, this is what I gotta do.
We know it. Yeah, we know.
She's like, if things don't go good, you'll know.
You'll know. Oh, God. Plume of fire.
You'll know what
A
happens.
vortex of fire.
Oh, God.
She said not to move. She will give a signal when we should do something.
For now, maybe one of you should go and tell the caravan what's going on. Maybe keep an eye out for anything
We just
else.
can't. Because the caravan's 2 hours away.
Yeah,
Real.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fortunately, that's the bad part.
Yeah.
No one has that quick movement speed.
If only there was a bandit here.
That we could use.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess
Hang
all the cultists are like standing up and like walking away.
Yeah, they're all dispersing.
I mean, I'm just like trying to stay in earshot and like fake prayer.
The masked cultist will lower himself back to your level, and he will motion for you to follow him.
Char's on
Bows
the
and
follow
then
them.
quietly follows after.
He will approach the tree as he kind of makes this motion with his hands as the tree just opens.
I can't follow
We
them.
can't follow that.
And you see inside there is a room.
She looks and just she doesn't even look back. She follows. She like
He will gesture you in.
It's a single
Where
room
the
tree.
fuck do we fall?
I don't know. I just feel bad leaving her going to that tree by herself. But what are we gonna do? I guess.
This session will be
Continue.
forever known as the heart attack session.
We could all run in together.
And beat the crap out of him. Wait.
No.
Oh.
or she could light the tree from inside.
Are you willing to sacrifice Karuna for that?
Karuna is fire resistant.
It will help being fire resistant. If you decide to do
Are
that,
you
it will
willing
help.
to commit a primal sin
Yes.
Damn, this is just Elden Ring.
Wait.
as an Elden
Did your
Ring
thing break
reference.
in like cross dimension? Probably.
I don't know if it breaks by line of. It's not a line of sight break. Link is broken if the creature moves more than 120 feet apart.
Oh.
Either of you is incapacitated, or if either of you mentally break the contact.
She's probably more than 120 feet away
I don't know.
inside the dimensional space
Well,
pocket.
he was 50 feet away from the center of town.
Could just be a tree.
Yeah, it could just.
Oh, it could just be a tree?
or like a living
He didn't crack open a
blood
portal.
creature.
No, it's literally a room inside of the
Oh,
tree.
I thought
It's
he
not
cracked
like a
open
portal.
Okay.
No,
cool.
there's
I'm
literally a room
resistant to
inside of the tree. It did not tree fried. Got it.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was.
Yeah, they tree stride it all the way over to Mike and Stalin.
Well, I didn't know.
Dude.
Maybe it did. I wouldn't have been surprised.
Anyway,
You see the big tree that just is going place.
as you walk in, the room is would be cozy were it not for where you were. Seems like this is a private quarters of sorts. There is a unsettling amount of various bones on the sides of the tree, sort of like ritually built together. You see what appears to be the skeleton of a humanoid mixed with like the roots, and what appears to be one of those dogs. You see what looks like a bird-like humanoid,
Could you take this as like the form that flew off at one point?
more or less.
She's like,
And you see one that is half complete. And you are unable to tell at this time what it is.
That's Jerry.
she looks around like very quietly.
The masked individual will snap his fingers as a chair of roots will kind of form. 2 chairs of roots will form around a table. Please sit.
bows before she sits down quietly across the table.
He will sit down as well. He will stay silent for a moment, and then he will say to you, "You must be confused in the slightest. I don't blame you. I was in a similar situation as yourself once. Lost without guidance. But then our glorious Lord showed me the way." He sounds happy.
Just like, but
I understand that it is a lot to ask of you. But you must understand this is a very special thing you have been selected for. To bear the mark of our God is no simple feat. You must have done something to impress him.
I'm just a simple servant of our God, so no idea what I could have done. She's like trying to fake another exit like really hard.
Humble. That is good. I will admit I was not humble when I first received his gift. I was reprimanded for that. But how much do you know of our Lord?
Only very recently joined,
Even Dr.
unfortunately. Yes.
Nonetheless, he will whisper to himself frantically
She's just like
before he composes himself.
Man, this guy's just jealous of you.
she's trying not to shake. Like
And I will tell you what occurred. I assume you have heard me mention Lycombe's Talon.
yeah.
That is where our Lord resides currently.
Oh,
He was given shape by an object from the stars.
he was finally given form.
Yes. It's wonderful, isn't it? For so long we waited and prayed to what seemed to be an unanswering God, but now with this crown of his, he is able to speak, he is able to have form, he is able to appreciate us for what we've done all of these years. He's borderline fanatic at this point.
She's giving like a very large smile, like she's like being as nice and polite as she can be. What the hell?
What? Man. And I assume you know of the, well, citizens to outside of the town.
Unfortunately, heard. Can't believe they're trying to take back our own home, our new home.
Yes, it is foolish and, quite frankly, offensive that they would even consider to do such a thing. They know not what is here, and they know not what this means to us. They are... I shall stop myself before I say things uncouth of me.
I understand your feelings, sir.
Your sentiment is appreciated.
Of course.
Do you know any details of what it means to bear them all?
Unfortunately, no. I didn't even think I could be chosen since I was so new to all this.
Truth be told, it is the first time someone as new as yourself is selected. However, I believe that our Lord works in mysterious, albeit powerful ways. He sees something about you that even I do not, and I trust him more.
She's just like
A marked individual is, well, destined to take my place.
She's just like, but I could never dream of something so big.
Oh, I know, it is shocking, but it is our way. It is what he requires. And I would be more than happy to show you the way to it.
That would be an honor. How must I begin?
You will think. It has been a long day. As the approach of the Rethvale citizens has many of us on edge. Tomorrow at dawn, I shall come seek you out, and we will begin then.
Of course. Currently I'm staying in it's the old tavern closer to the middle area of town.
Yes, I know the place. I grew the tree there myself. It was I'll admit it was a bit of a passion project. You will chuckle to himself.
It's amazing.
And one day you will be able to do something just as.
She's like,
Yay, trees.
believe it.
It's a lot to take in. I will let you have the night to yourself. I'm sure there are others who wish to ask about your situation.
Thank you.
He will nod and with his hands make the same motion as the gate to the tree opens.
She's gonna like slowly stand and like bow before she what looks to be excitedly like hustles out of there. In all actuality, she's like
But the roots will close.
she like steps out slowly. It looks like she's a robot. She's walking.
You all see, or whoever's watching the tree would see Karuna step out.
I'm gonna say the three of us probably like gathered up in prayer
Oh, I'm
And
definitely
I've
praying
been-
at the altar tree.
Mhm.
Yes.
and have been whispering amongst ourselves. Thus the note passing. And Arthur is probably there too. We probably should have been including in the note passing.
I don't need to write the notes anymore. If she's done her scene.
Yes.
I think we destroy this tree. We're in a great spot.
Well, what I was about to write down was if he's meeting Karuna at night, in the morning, whatever.
Yeah,
It was in the
dawn.
morning, at dawn.
At
First night.
night.
We just fucking jump this guy.
Okay.
I don't know if we can
I
take
don't-
this guy.
I don't think.
I think we can take this guy. I think it's the 200-man army he comes with is the problem.
And
Yeah.
the giant deity bound to a tree in the forest.
Okay, that not
With
to say that doesn't
possibly
matter.
the same celestial being, like light thing that we got going down.
Correct.
Likely.
Said he got a crown, a piece of a star.
No, that definitely sounds relevant to what happened to
We
us.
got the red color, we got the yellow color.
And we had the red color.
Guys,
It's
we
like-
should we should walk and whisper so we're not looking suspicious.
Yes, let's walk.
Well,
over
she's not
there.
even saying anything. She's currently just walking like down the
we
tree,
motion
like
over. We motion over.
she like slowly looks over, like
I honestly, I think we light
Yeah,
this
they're like-
tree in flames at night and just book it, and then come back with the army.
what's going on?
Where did he touch you? I'm not convinced this isn't that kind of cult.
She like slowly looks over and is like, she just turns. Like,
That's not gonna happen now.
No, we're gonna
Strange.
get rid of that cult. Yeah, definitely get rid of this
But
cult.
so, like, he trusts you though.
It's all good.
yeah, he thinks I'm supposed to take his place. Like,
What if we did?
the guy.
And then we
Dude.
just had our
What if we did? It's wild.
And then we
I
Hear me
banished
out.
them into the dark wood.
hear me out, guys. What if like she did, and then she was just like, "All right, Bloodbriars,
I need you guys to all kill yourself."
yeah,
She's like,
this is that kind of cult."
the God has spoken. He says that now we must admit a sacrifice. She has to slaughter each other.
We'd be like, "All right, party's over. You guys can all go home now."
So
To
guys,
complete the tree ritual, you must all just kill yourselves.
what
That is the
our-
only
what
way
is
for our
plan
God to be
then?
made whole.
What's like
That
the
would be
plan?
terrifying.
I don't know.
She's
I mean,
This
There's
isn't-
a lot. to
That's not
unpack here.
something that
I
you
mean,
need
like
to go
this
through
tree
with.
definitely has to go.
Yes.
This
Yeah,
is
but-
like a goblin hunt from Clash Royale. It's spawning in new enemies.
Yeah, but you don't.
That is a crazy statement.
It is.
It is, but that's a crazy way to compare it.
He's out of line, but he's right.
She's like, I don't know what he thinks,
Well, it's nighttime right now, right?
Yes, it's still nighttime.
but he wants to meet back at that tavern place where that tree was grown through that we were at.
Was there a basement in there?
Not that you could tell.
There's always a wine cellar in this happening.
But he
Perhaps
wants
we would
to
know.
meet
knows?
me there to begin teaching me about.
Because who brought up jumping?
whatever.
You?
Me.
Yeah.
Jumping them, yeah.
Like-
Surprisingly, not me.
Not you.
Guys, I'm literally gonna be like. So, I'll like diagram it real quick.
Yeah. Here's the whiteboard. Take the whiteboard.
She's just like,
It's just like
The only way we can jump him would be like, she goes back to his tree, and is like, "Hey, I have questions." He opens the tree, and then we all just fucking.
well, the tree's not that
Gangrene.
big, right? How big is the tree?
It's a decently large tree. I want to say inside of the tree was about 30-foot room.
That's huge.
Oh, that's that's what the
Yeah, they're like it's
Is
the
the-
big trees, like the the dark duskwood trees.
holy crap! I didn't know they were that big.
They're
30-foot room.
They are actually massive,
That's insanity.
bigger than sequoias. They're huge.
And that means the outside trunk has to be at least
That's
10
gonna-
feet in
I don't know if we can
diameter.
burn that down.
It'll take time.
no,
Yeah, that's why I'm saying we definitely can't like right now burn it down.
No, guys, I promise you right now, I could definitely burn it down. Like, if there's one thing I could do, it's burn something down.
How did the last tree burn? The last one. we cut.
Hey, how did that?
It burned very well. However, it seemed to be almost suffocated by the lack of blood and already dying.
Yeah,
So we
remember
have to
she
bleed it.
hacked the roots off of it before she ended up
So we
burning
have to
it.
bleed the tree.
If this fucker's minimum like
Which
50
probably
feet
does the
thick,
thing that you need the invisible.
his roots are gonna be like.
They're gonna be
multiple feet.
massive.
I gotta think on this.
Destroying the tree might be out of the question. It's kind of huge. Because we just established that it wasn't necessarily the fire; it was just cutting it.
why don't we go back to the tavern and talk about this?
Yeah.
She looks around. She's like, just in case, because she like can
Yeah.
think about that half-formed creature that was like
Bless you.
she barely
Ugh,
saw.
allergic to
And
blood.
she's now concerned that there's maybe more of those hybridized humanoid creatures.
Mhm.
And, like,
Yeah, let's go back to the tavern.
she's like quietly just walking like,
Mhm.
I don't want to be a cultivator.
I don't want
I've heard there's lots of benefits.
free dental.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Like, I wonder how, like, what gave him the inclination that I am more than anything. Maybe it was because I was bathed in that tree's blood.
I would probably do it.
I mean, it definitely could be related, but I'm not sure.
You saw like
He's like,
So,
yeah,
I think I saw what the creature, the god was.
that's probably
What
it.
in the world?
what is that?
So I got a
Are you on
plan.
the ceiling?
So, because you participated in the ritual, and because he selected you out of everyone, you two can wait for him, like in the entryway of the the tavern building. You two can sit behind like the bar,
yep.
and I'll be
I'm sorry. It's just the drawing sent it to me.
on the
Yeah,
roof.
We might need to give the camera a close up of that.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah.
It's really good.
That's not
That's,
even.
that's great.
It's like
Oh,
half of
no,
it.
that is,
A
yeah,
little
there
further.
you
a
go.
little further.
I didn't see the
Over.
bottom screen. Yeah,
There you
that's,
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's how he draws in canon, by the way.
So that's you.
I like
That's
to
what all of his
imagine
like
that,
schematics look like. Rather than
I like to
little
think-
stick figures.
I like to think
he's
they're
up-
actually like segmented like ants.
He's upper right-handed, and he was using his
Are they
upper.
actually?
It is
What?
lower right. in the
No,
draw.
that's like how I think in my head. How
yeah,
can we
like
draw?
little segmented, like
more
insects, yeah.
segmented, like
his
insects.
Stick figures are like insect stick figures.
I drew Ardor with
So,
one arm.
Oh my god, you did. Yeah, I did actually keep that.
I must be shorter.
It's a good
Thought of every
idea.
joke, man.
But like, the thing is, that tavern number one is not fully intact, so like, it's super audible to hear everything. So he's gonna be like,
It's also the middle of town.
minions, and they're gonna come and flock to him.
Yeah.
It's also in the middle of town.
Maybe he knows a shorter way to get to Talon.
To get what?
To get to the Talon, the tree, the big tree, because that's clearly where they're getting their power from.
Mhm.
Maybe if we cut the source off, maybe that'll help us take back the town. Maybe he'll show me a way of getting there. It's a little easier on us.
Oh, I was just in the thought process that we were just gonna kill them all and take the town back like tomorrow.
At the least, I think that big tree is like. If I had to guess the source of power, that
honestly,
big tree.
if
seems
Ardor
like a
gave
good
me
guess.
repeating shot, just go start fucking-
Unloading a full clip.
Yeah, my concern
The
is
ammo
if
part of that is crazy.
my concern is if
really
we
good.
kill them
I didn't
here,
know it gave you
there
unlimited.
could always be more waiting back at that main area.
It's actually the perfect murder
An area like the talent.
because the
It
ammo
could be.
disappears
Oh,
after
I
it
wouldn't be
hits something.
surprised. So
No,
if
I
we,
definitely agree.
Yeah.
My
Oh my
thought process,
God.
I'm thinking short term, like, okay, let's get these citizens back in their houses.
Heart attack gun.
yeah,
Yeah.
but they could always come back and just kill even more of them since there'd be less people, less guards. The
We-
homes are destroyed.
We gotta send a message though. Gotta
I don't know if that's a message. That's...
Actually, correction. I would massacre them until my gun eventually jams.
eventually, quickly.
Five
Then
five
you-
shots in.
They use the short bow.
It takes a long time to infuse something.
So, are we planning on staying the night here?
I really don't want.
I really don't want to sleep here, but also like,
I don't think we can afford to sleep here, or like even sleep because
Is there-
how late is it?
It's probably closer to midnight.
Is there a cellar
Yeah.
to that tavern?
He wants her back at. He wants her at the
No.
tavern at like
the
crack of dawn.
morning.
Yeah, there's. I might as well just stay.
Mm.
There's
not
no
leaving
point in
yet.
me leaving.
oh, we're definitely not leaving. you.
We're not leaving you.
We're definitely not leaving you.
Like the absolute best case is one of the stealth people stealth out of the city, sprint back, and fucking get
And
it-
even then,
and
it's
get
not
everyone.
even good to do that because the owl will ambush you and eat you alive.
Real.
Yeah, because it's night.
It's
Yeah,
like
I
I
don't
feel like
like
being
tra- I don't
alone in
wanna
the Duskwood
travel
is probably
alone.
of the worst. Actually, we were told when we first got in here, never travel alone. Also use a torch.
Yeah,
And both stealth
but that
people.
bird wouldn't see me because I just would because I theoretically would have gotten a 20.
Okay,
on
he'd
my
win.
roll.
He'd win.
But practically,
The bird would win.
Nah, he'd win. He got this.
we're not leaving. We're not leaving
I
here.
think, yeah, we're definitely not leaving you, and I also don't think it's a good idea to send one person out by themselves, like
No.
minimum 2 people.
You got then
But-
send 2. I think
Yeah.
we need to
Like,
alert.
we
we need to alert them that they need to like move.
That's why I was saying we should just leave tonight. But then it's so weird if it's like the blessed one is just gone.
Yeah, because you never know. They could send someone to like make sure I'm still here.
And even then, if we send 2 people and something happens in the night, that's really bad too.
Version 2.
Version 2, a
Well,
bomb.
You're stating 2 impossibilities here, because we all can't stay, but we all can't leave.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking what we're doing.
2
Maybe
people should go to tell
Yeah.
the caravan.
So who's gonna go? I mean, obviously you.
It'd
I think
probably
it should
be
be
us
you.
too.
It should be you
probably
too.
are
Yeah.
too stealthy.
Yeah,
people.
probably our 2 stealth people.
And relay what we've learned and then just come on back.
Like, should they come back with?
I think to come back with everyone.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Because what would it be safe to guess that the entire town gathered for that ceremony?
Damn near close to it.
Yeah, I've already asked about. There's like 200 people. 200
Yeah.
cultists.
And we
I think
only
On top
have-
of whatever creatures they have.
Yeah, on top of the creatures.
I mean,
And
But that's still
not-
outnumbering our
that-
people.
Oh, we
that
have
doubles
maybe
our people.
maybe in the
Yeah.
mid 100s. of
Maybe.
yeah, I
cultists.
mean that's not like that bad. We 5 of us could count for like 50 people.
Yeah, but we still need a way to drum up a tactical advantage
I mean,
somehow.
if you put a lot of people in a small area, I can
Yeah.
clear them.
If you create a line of people coming towards me without any way of them bypassing each other, so it is just one person fighting me at a time, I think I'll be good. In those very specific circumstances.
I'm really good at one-on-one fights.
Yeah.
Really good.
I need to find a 5-foot wide alley.
Honestly, if the town is scattered enough, and if the leader of the town at least is busy with her, like who's gonna tell anyone?
Yeah, maybe
It's like
I
the
can
the
keep them distracted long enough.
it could literally just be so much of a surprise that any gate guards just swept away.
Yeah.
The initial like group of people in the town just swept away, and like
And then on the back foot.
yeah.
And well, what, we're keeping the leader occupied so they have trouble organizing.
Yeah, I'll keep them distracted as long as I can. God only knows.
Well,
You might just run.
Wherever you are, we're gonna be like camping like 20 feet away from like around a corner.
Well, I imagine he's probably just gonna be in the room with me.
Oh, you will?
I
can
mean,
try.
he's already been
Oh,
seen.
That was Charuz's plan.
Well, yeah, I thought that was.
Did you not
the
see
ambush,
the
but
diagram?
I actually loved it. I thought it was in case we were just gonna jump him, but I mean, I'll just be like sitting around a corner or something, twiddling my thumbs, and
I'll just
something goes bad, I'll pop in.
I mean, I don't know if you should be. I'm only thinking it's okay if I'm in there because I'm at least semi known to him.
No, I don't want to be in that room.
Yeah, no, you could be like just on the outside of
Yeah,
like
yeah.
the building.
the wall,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
like wall with a hole in it or something.
Yeah.
Um.
I can teleport in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
feel like
probably where
someone's
that
missing.
near where that tree is. You
That's
pretend like
fine.
you're praying to it, because there is that tree cracking through the center of the building.
I would
Side of
look
the
at,
building.
like, if
the
they're
wardrobe.
gonna,
That's
if
a
they
word.
get any wind that we have forces coming, like they
Or
obviously they have
or an
scouts out
equivalent
there.
In my work.
factor.
When they detect it, I just feel like they're gonna take all these dead bodies they've been collecting and start pumping out dogs. Like I think we have to kill the respawn anchor. What is this?
That's going on the fridge, Charuz.
Oh my god.
Can I
that a
please
bedroom?
see it?
No. Well, it'd
What
be
is
more.
that?
It'd be more practical. It'd be more practical to bring any
It looks like
functioning
he's in a jail
furniture
cell.
down into a cellar room because the tops of
Oh,
the
these
buildings
are
are.
stairs.
Yeah, because we're in a cellar.
It looks like a waterfall.
Assuming there's a cellar to go.
Oh wow. Okay, so what is that?
That's a wardrobe.
Oh,
So you're saying we just
That's me
pile all
in
the
the
furniture
wardrobe.
in the cellar?
Yeah, would you prefer to be living in a broken down, destroyed fucking building?
Oh, this is to maintain the illusion that we're here and we live here.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm following.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, but that'll be harder for him to teleport in unless he has a. Don't you have to have a visible line of sight?
All I need is to be able to see.
Well, you could be under the bed.
Oh, okay.
That makes
I don't know if there's a bed.
Dude, is it
Yeah.
There might be a bed in
We'll
the
have to
tavern.
Carry one down there.
It'll be like a Snow White. You'll still have
Gonna put,
three
like, two
beds.
Yeah, like in order to just hide underneath.
We'll
one.
make it work. We got hours.
All right, so here's the skeleton of the plan so far. Me and Charuz beat feet back to the caravan. Let them know what's up. And what, that we're gonna ambush the city,
Yeah,
the town, and then
bring him with you.
yeah, well, we should probably beat feet back.
Yeah,
to
you guys can even come back early. Just tell them to like
be a part of this trap that we're springing on
So,
Mask
like,
Man.
Yeah,
Slap-
leave,
slap
2
down-
hours after you.
slap down the gate at dawn.
Yeah.
That's gonna be
While
entire
while we
okay.
simultaneously execute this plan.
Jump back out.
Yeah.
Gods.
Jack's like,
Jack's like,
damn,
"Fuck,
I gotta
get
figure.
out
I
of
gotta. Jack's like, damn, I gotta change this stat block. I didn't think they'd fight him.
here."
Jack's like, no, I don't have to
Don't change the
that
stat.
block.
I'm not.
We'll run it
I'm
with
writing down
anybody.
what you're doing,
Well,
so
we
I'm making
can
sure
take
I
him
get the idea.
in a fight.
I'm not changing anything.
Why? Why don't we not?
Like worst case scenario, we die. Second worst case scenario, he just tree strides away with the
Worst
tree
case
in the
scenario,
tavern.
we die is a pretty bad worst case scenario, I think.
8th best case scenario
Hey,
slash
tree,
worst case
Tree
scenario.
best is also like the
We
third
just follow
worst.
through it.
yeah, tree stride lasts for a round. We can follow him through.
Run right through that
The
portal.
question is,
Turn around
And
walk
then
to.
be in the Colts HQ.
If he is like,
I just
If he's like about to die, I'm for sure jumping through
If
that
he
tree shard.
if he has to run, that means we can beat his ass.
Yeah.
I don't
Allegedly.
know if attacking him would be the best idea.
I don't think we'd want to follow him through whatever portal.
All
I feel like he would probably, if they start attacking the city, one of two fallouts would happen. Either he runs and he goes through the portal to the tree, then we could follow him, pretending to be the group with him. Like, oh, we're making sure that you get through safe. Or two, he decides to fight back with the city. But I feel like he's too chicken to try and fight back, because he'd probably be more worried about getting away, as he's the leader.
If he's trying to get away, you could probably grab him. Did he?
I would just go
Did he
through
seem
the-
like a physically?
yeah, did he seem like a strong guy?
like a physically.
what was his
My
build like?
bigger
intimidating
concern is-
Standard build, not
Yeah.
not nothing muscular.
My bigger concern was be him using any kind of magic. Because I might be strong, but, like, I could still fail a save.
Yeah.
So if he does jump through the portal to the tree, we could just follow after him, and then we get to HQ where everything is happening, and we can see what we're actually up against.
It's like we were hired to get this town back. I don't care if he runs. I don't care if we kill them all. No offense, but I'd rather not kill them all. We just take the town back. Like
Yeah, we
they,
need to
these guys
get-
hired us to take it back.
The cultists need to get out, and the citizens need to get in.
Yeah, and then get our fortune read. That's why I'm doing this.
Well, then if like once we retake
What?
the town, we can take a pause until we move on to the tree.
That's why you're doing this?
Yeah, that lady said, "Get my house back, and I'll read your fortune." And I was like, "Okay."
That's literally why. the
That
only
is-
reason he's
That
doing it.
is literally
Literally
what she said.
That's why I'm doing it. Why are you guys doing it? Wait, didn't you say you want to steal from their houses before they get back here?
I don't know.
No.
if they're-
No character. Maybe.
I kind
Not
of,
stealing if it's
I
just
kind of,
there.
I
Yeah.
kind of agreed to this under the premise that we're already moving towards Mikeham's Talon,
The East.
the
Okay.
West.
Well, not to hurry you guys out of here, but you should probably hurry up because it's like nighttime already, and we're meeting up at dawn. So
All right, so
you can take the horses back here if you want.
Ah.
You got two.
let me make sure I'm getting this.
I'd
I'd be more worried that they'd kill the horse and use it as a sacrifice.
Oh my
Me?
God.
Yeah, what if they make like, what if they make like a horse
I
dog
don't even
thing?
think about it. Well, hopefully by that time we burn the tree down.
All right, but like me and Charuz, we go back to camp. Tell them like, hey, they got like 200 people plus the dogs,
Plus the dogs.
plus the
And the owls. Don't forget about the owls.
yeah, the owls in the woods, the dogs in
And
the
whatever that
city,
creature
and
was.
the guy. The big creature that we don't even know where it is. We haven't even seen it. We should probably poke around.
She's
Someone
like,
should probably poke around town and see if they can find that big thing.
The
Could-
big thing is in the owl, or
No, the big thing that tore through my nap is camp.
yeah, okay.
from
'cause
what
we haven't
she
seen that.
remembers being described from the people that got attacked at
Mhm.
the camp, could she kind of like link that to whatever weird amalgamations she saw inside the tree? Like, was it big enough to where she would be like, "That's a little weird"?
I'd say so.
She's like, "I think I might know where that big thing is."
If it was, what do you mean?
I think that big thing was in the tree with us.
Was it like awake and
In-
aware?
It was more like, what did I say, like melted into the wall almost.
They were just bones.
It's
So it was like sort of like a blueprint almost.
kind of like a
Oh,
So that big thing is still around town somewhere.
Yeah,
and
that's
he's
another one.
trying to make more.
Yeah,
yeah. So that might be
another
a big
reason to
concern.
burn that tree to the ground. By the way.
Eventually.
Yeah, once I hack all the roots out.
I mean, that'd be a good way to start. I don't know.
The only thing we
the-
gotta make
The
sure
raid.
is we gotta push over that big pot cauldron thing, whatever you want to call it, that they keep putting bodies inside of, because that seems
I
where
think
they
that
keep
was
putting
more like a-
blood
I
into.
think-
A basin in the ground.
Also,
Oh, it was
wasn't
in
Yeah,
the
the
ground?
knife?
in the ground.
Ah.
It
Wasn't
was
it the
dug in.
knife that was that a special knife?
I think
Maybe.
it might have been like
It was.
He had a
It
ritual
was an
dagger.
embroidered knife.
Yeah.
He had a ritual dagger that he used to cut everyone's hands, but there was also like a basin in the ground.
Yeah.
and he has to say like a specific like saying.
Whisper, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so if he's not there, maybe he can't even like nobody else could probably make him.
Probably.
Yeah.
I hope not.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
From what the limited information that we know.
Yeah. Huh.
Karuna learns how to make blood creatures.
As long as they're being used for good.
Okay. Well,
And I won't put explosive,
so what are we gonna do while
flowers
they're
inside.
gone?
Man-made horrors beyond our
Prepare the cellar.
And I will make
Yeah.
more.
You want us to make a bedroom? Just say it.
We might as well make a room on the first floor so that we have line of sight for if anyone else is outside the building through the windows.
Yeah, but it'll also be more obvious that there's something going on if anyone walks past the tavern.
I'll camp
mean, we're already-
upstairs and I'll keep a lookout unless somebody's better. I mean, I'm not the best lookout. Somebody's probably way better than me at looking out. But I think that one person like just hides upstairs and like creeps around the window, make sure nobody's coming, and then they set up the room downstairs. And then when you're meeting with them, did you say where you're meeting?
In the tavern.
Oh, so if you bring them downstairs, I'll just like hide behind the bar and I'll just sit there. And if I hear things going bad downstairs, I'll just come to help. And he's already probably gonna be allowed to be there.
Yeah.
So-
I could always pretend like he was the one who introduced, like,
Yeah.
brought me here.
What else are we supposed to be telling the caravan?
Oh,
Ah.
so estimated number,
A little more than
200
200.
soldiers plus the amalgamations. How they actually make the monstrosities, we know that.
Mhm.
Any info we gather on their leader, and why they chose this location, because it's like not near the center, which is like where they wanted it to be or something, right?
Well, I think it's because it's like the perfect and like the only route to the tree.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I think this is their
Yeah.
closest point to other
You were
civilization.
given a map of Tales of Cry, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, we got one from Eldenweave, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then, looking back on the map, you would know that the only road into the Duskwood is to Rethvale. Everything beyond that is unroaded, just mess. So people wouldn't most commonly go to Rethvale to minimize the amount of time
Yeah.
spent in the Duskwood.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Makes perfect sense why they choose it. And plus, Dustwood has more than enough bodies probably laying all throughout it, thanks to whatever that owl thing is.
And all the other monsters.
And all the other citizens, like I think they just have like a stockpile of bodies
That's my
from all the citizens they killed taking this place, and whenever they want, they just be like, all right, let's just make like 50 more zombie
Yeah.
dogs and just crack them out.
That's my
Mhm.
gosh.
Like a body silo or something.
Probably not far from where the tree is either.
No, yeah, maybe we could probably look for it and burn all the bodies.
Yeah, I mean, destroy them before that anything gets to them, just so they can't make anything
Yeah.
else.
Yeah, but that's probably a bad
That feels
idea.
disrespectful to the citizens.
A little bit, but I mean, would you
Yeah.
want your body to also be used as a creature dog to attack your friends and
Well,
family?
more than
Nah.
I
that,
was more thinking like
No,
if they're not,
it tips us.
Yeah.
It tips them off. That
Yeah, it does.
somebody's messing stuff up.
There's
Somebody sneaking around.
settle down, Dick.
It's just a storm.
Unless we push over a bunch of torches. Because they do have those just laying around.
Well, starting a fire isn't hard for us.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, it's really this is a pretty good group at starting fire. It's like
Arson.
arson.
Why don't we see where things go? Why don't
Yeah.
we look
Let's
for
just let them leave first,
Yeah,
and then we'll scoot around.
yeah. We can always look for the silo, see if there is
Yeah,
one.
we have like 4 hours really until
Yeah.
Yeah.
a little more.
All right. Sound good? Okay. We'll be back.
Cool.
Make sure to find that cellar while I'm gone.
I'm gonna leave.
Chovers is just excited to have a
Sharuz
room.
believes they're in the cellar somewhere.
I'll make sure that room gets done. I'm gonna give you one of my gauntlets and you another one, and then if they're ever gone, something bad happened.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
smart.
Yeah.
So like it just works like that. You just summon it.
Yeah, I don't really
Confused.
actually know how it works. Like I don't really delve into magic, but like one day, just like I was able to do that.
Interesting.
Neat. I mean, pretty cool.
Yeah. Don't ask me personal questions.
Wish I could
please.
summon a
Social Security.
Yeah, that's pretty cool and all, but I don't even need one of these. I can just punch people.
I can punch people too.
Yeah,
but it's like
group's
not
very
that
good
hard.
at punching things.
I can't punch people. I get
I
stabbed.
can punch people pretty good.
Or shoot them. Or shoot them.
All right, are we gonna roll stealth to sneak it back out of town?
Do we even need to?
I mean, are you keeping hidden with your robes and just like blending in? I would say no.
Oh yeah, let's just walk out of town.
Like they're not. No one's gonna pull you aside.
Hey, why are you a bug?
You know how fast you were nonchalantly walking back there? A perfectly normal
That's a
amount.
half
Carry
a
on.
mile per hour over the speed limit. Bucko.
Yeah, let's just inconspicuously walk out of town,
If you wanna. Well, actually,
but separately, just in case one of us gets caught.
yeah, you could. I mean, you get to the like town gate and you do see that guard still standing there. So if you want to like sneak past him, you can.
Or do we just walk out? Do you want NPC interaction?
Can I just like go somewhere where there's just like nobody and just like climb over the wall?
You sure can. Yeah, I don't know about him, but you sure can. Like, you
I'm
see
just gonna
it,
walk up the
Sharoos
front
just skitters up the wall, just leaving you in the dust.
This fog. This guy.
Have an interaction with that NPC.
I wish I could do that. I'll walk out the front gate, kind of inconspicuously walk past the front gate guard. I'm just acting casual.
Shut up.
He will look to you, give you a nod as you walk away.
I'll
He won't stop you.
Something.
that was good.
Hey.
Yeah.
What's good, bro?
What's good, bro?
You come here often?
But yeah, you both get out of town, no problem.
Walk out of town.
That's a good idea.
All right.
All right.
It's supposed to dry erase.
So,
No.
nah. So, which group do we want to do first? Do we have any preferences here, or do we want to just
We
roll
can,
the die?
we can get ours out of the way.
Yeah.
We'll get yours
2
out.
hours later.
Yeah, we're going to 2 hours later this as you all creep through the woods and finally see the lights of the caravan back.
Oh man.
You could have sworn you heard an owl. At
How
some
about,
point,
how about
but
that?
maybe
How about
it's your
that crazy owl
imagination.
fight we did off camera? How about that crazy owl fight we had off camera? I think we just time skipped past that.
I know. We
Yes,
we,
good
we
thing
went
messed
to
it up.
war with them.
Man, where's my... You need to stop doing that, dude. Every time you do it, I lose my train of thought. It's just bad.
Get a squirt bottle.
Bring my cat's squirt bottle over from my home just every time he does it.
Oh,
No.
No.
Okay, so you make it back.
Shoot,
We're back. let's go find
Go find Manetha.
Infinity.
It is
Middle of the night.
middle of the night,
It is.
possibly later. So there's aren't any lights out, but you do.
Jarus, I can't see.
Wait, let's take the robes off.
That's a good call.
That would have actually been so funny.
Like, wait.
An intruder.
Blocks Ezekiel in the head for like 2 damage because of deflect. Oh my god. Actually, doing damage to you would be a generous thing. You'd have to like crit.
Yeah.
It's fucking
Yeah,
wild.
I would just be like, minimum.
Oh well, that wasn't a good example. But anyway, yes, you all make it back, and
I
you
would catch it. I'm too fast.
do you go to my Mathis tent at all or no? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Knock knock.
let's see here.
How likely she is this?
You might have had a heart attack in the middle of the
It
night.
looks like she's. You do see my Natha actually, but she looks like she's just about to like go to bed.
Rise and shine, bitch.
My Natha, are you awake? I'm only asking as a courtesy. I'm sorry.
Yes, one of the others.
Oh, they're back in town. Me and Charus is also here.
There's in there still.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. What happened?
We had. We didn't get caught. If that's what you're thinking. No, we're
that's
too good
good.
for that. So we did learn some information. We snuck into town, kind of. They've redecorated for sure,
I imagine.
but
There is a giant blood tree in the center of town.
Lovely. Sounds
they
about right.
There's about 200 of them, including their leader.
not including all the various beasties. And
Okay, so we're not numbers game is not on our side.
we watched them perform some ritual with where they created one of those dogs.
Mm-hmm.
We're pretty sure it's tied to either the leader or the tree.
Okay.
So hopefully
So
without
take out one of them.
without one of those, no more dogs.
Oh, very, very important. They're really only harboring this town just to keep people away from Mikeham's Talon.
She'll raise an eyebrow.
Which
Why don't they want my coats?
seems like it must be like an HQ or
Seems
important place to
How
them.
much do you
relative to their tree god.
Yes, the tree god who was not
That worries me. How much do you all know about Mike M's Talon?
nothing.
Not
Nothing?
a thing.
The tree.
Mike M's Talon is it's sort of like the tree. Lack of better way of putting it. It's named after the god of magic, Micah. And it's, well, important, very much so, but I'm really starting to wonder how powerful these cultists are if they're able to take a god's tree away from him.
Well,
Granted, they haven't been all that vocal lately, but even still, I'm sure they would respond to an affront like this.
Supposedly, they're. I was about to do Trump.
You were, and I was like, that's not Sharoot.
Supposedly, their god suddenly received form and being from the stars.
so that information
What
was
that can't be
What
good.
a strange concept.
yeah, that info. Yeah, I
Did you say what a strange concept to him?
it's my head.
Oh, in his head? Okay. That's,
That information was divulged to our own Karuna by their leader, who thinks she's some kind of chosen of their god, who is named Rect,
Huh.
who's named
Rethvale.
Ractol.
So that's the name.
So allegedly he wasn't real, or he didn't have any power
Which
until
would match what was
until this
years ago.
celestial event that gave him form and power.
Why would a Celestial need this thing? How? That makes no sense.
Somewhere in the building for you.
She thinks for a moment.
So we are. Here's I don't know how prepared, how fast
I thought that was really
the
obvious.
how fast you can mobilize a force.
I mean, we're all already kind of ready after last night's events, so I can maybe about half an hour to an hour. I can get everyone ready to roll.
What we were thinking, after some discussion, was that their leader, he's titled "The One Who Listens." It's the one who listens. I can barely read my own handwriting. It's,
I feel that on a spiritual level.
I've got it all in a note right here.
Says,
I think I bled on this.
okay.
But he trusts Karuna, so we are going to ambush him as a group. And we're thinking,
Have any speculation as to why Karuna specifically is this
We-
chosen?
we have some ideas.
Okay.
Remember that tree we mentioned, but the bloody root that we gave you?
Yeah.
Well, Karuna was the driving force behind chopping it down, and she received some vision of a
Oh,
large
We love
humanoid what's the word, engulfed in a tree, and we think that's what's happening. So he trusts her, and we're gonna take advantage of that.
as you should.
We're
I
thinking,
don't entirely like the concept of him trusting anyone, but let's hope that whatever it did to Karuna isn't permanent and isn't going to make her axe one of you in the middle of the night.
Hopefully not.
Surely not.
Charus would see it.
Sure.
That is true.
But so we're hoping in the confusion of us occupying their leader and the Rethvale forces attacking, that we should be able to disorganize them at least a little bit. The gate is very unguarded. It was one guy.
Attack them.
No, it doesn't seem like it. Honestly, it didn't sound like the cult leader was really taking us seriously. He spoke a little bit about the citizens, and he did not sound troubled. So he's got another thing
Well,
coming.
he's foolish enough to do that. Who am I to argue?
He's got another thing coming. But yeah, we figured we'd fill you in. Am I missing anything? The town's very unguarded. That tree has got to go. The leader has like his quarters are within the tree.
You said they were at Mykem's town, correct?
We believe so. Sure. Yes.
That would explain the owl. They're
Right.
guardians of that tree.
So you
If
think
one's
they're
out so far, it must
displaced?
be agitated.
It must have thought that. It must have detected that she was chosen, and that's why it went after her.
Ooh, what a good call.
Could have.
Jack's like, sure,
wish
if
I
that's
picked
what
it
you
up.
think.
It worked out like that.
I don't know how the towels work in the slightest.
I
I
wish
don't
I
know if
picked me
they're
up at this
directly
point.
instructed by Mykem or if they're just
Yeah, I'm gonna take that and run with
created
it.
by him to do whatever.
But yeah, that's where we are now. And hopefully we can scatter the cultists enough to make it easier on your people.
We would have to with number disadvantages like that. If they aren't taking us very seriously, though, that is probably going to be what saves us.
Yeah, you think that's it?
So I have an idea. I'm gonna take the gauntlet I was handed, and I'm gonna give it to you. Give it to my Natha. When we get there and split up momentarily for us to jump the leader, the one who listens, I would like you to pay attention to this gauntlet, and when this gauntlet disappears, don't lose it, please. And assume the worst. When it disappears from your hands, that is when you will want to start the attack.
Okay, so it's like a signal.
Yes.
Is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Okay.
It,
Out of character, what is this going?
Never mind. I can film
It's
them in
it.
my hand.
Oh, right.
It's his packed weapon.
Your packed weapon. Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
We are going to return to the town,
Okay.
and yeah, we'll return to the town. The leader is meeting Karuna at dawn, so hopefully you can be ready by then.
I should be able to. I will say that we would have to stay out a certain distance
Of course.
to not be noticed immediately. So the calling of the gauntlet will not be a immediate you have us there. It will be like a
We could time it.
yes, we will have to time it, is what I'm saying.
It would be more like as soon as he walks down into the room, we'll have him make the signal.
I
And
understand.
hopefully, in that interim period, we might even be able to defeat him or make him personally retreat. And from there, we could sow discord among the rest of the cultists, all before the citizens even make their attack.
I think it's the best plan that we have, personally. I was here with Fumi thinking of various things, but it's hard to do that when we didn't know numbers at the time. How the state of the town. Are the walls still intact?
Yes, sadly. Sadly for
A
now.
blessing and a curse.
But yeah, honestly, having information doesn't make it sound any better.
No,
Genuinely.
it doesn't, but I like to know what I'm going into before I actually go into it. So, anything helps.
I think that sums it up.
Do we have any information about like combat prowess that we should probably divulge? Man, I wish
There.
I wish you were here to tell me.
It's going to be a rough fight. We're going to need to luck to win this as well.
Oh, we didn't see the giant creature anywhere,
No?
so I don't know. I don't know the situation with that is.
No, that it could be gone. It could be hidden.
We have to hope it's gone. Because otherwise, like, it's a bad situation. Because while we do have, I can rally everyone I can. I'm going to have to leave at least a few behind to protect the non-combatants. Because if we get jumped while we're there, it's going to be a massacre
Mhm.
if there's no one protecting them. And all that means is more bodies for them to use against us.
I don't foresee us having a troop of more than 100.
So we'll have to play it well then. That's all it is. We have no choice.
All right. Yeah, I think that's all we have for now. We've got to get back to our group.
Okay, I'll rally the Night Watch. I'll get them ready to go on the signal.
All right.
As a quick question, we're done at 12, right? Okay, it's 11:30 now, so we still have some more time to do things. Just
Yeah,
let me know.
so that was our thing. 2-hour walk back. You guys have 4 hours.
Okay. Yep.
Over the next 4 hours, I'll be designing this room in the basement.
Corinna's looking over at you and she's like, alright, we gotta get our story straight. So, I had a vision.
Take a
picture of that for me, will you?
Mm-hmm.
I told you, being someone, I guess a friend with, whatever, we'll come up with something. And then you let me know
Why
this
don't they just say they're friends?
group that had a similar god, and you took me here and helped me find my place. So I kind of also dragged you into this. So you also don't know a whole lot. I don't know a whole lot.
Okay. Yeah, there's
So
something
we
that
asked
over
you and
Discord.
Corinna
Thanks.
to be on like kind of even foot.
No reason.
Sound good.
Cool. All right, so we got that. Good. She's just like.
Guys, this room is coming along great.
She like looks over. She's like, "Yeah, actually, it is. I'm gonna step out for some air." Even though the air outside does not smell any better.
No, it is quite putrid, but yes, you can if you want to.
She's like standing outside, just like.
You need help with anything?
No.
I want to scream. I can't.
I cannot scream.
So,
Can
Have
you
a mouth,
even
but
lift
I cannot
anything right now?
scream.
Technically, I think the arm can use intelligence for strength.
Yes. Oh, I didn't know you had your
Strong
arm on.
No.
I can put it on
Oh.
if I need to help.
Yeah, it's probably not a too in-depth process. Just
It's technically an action.
that's 6 seconds. You're
You
fine.
got a couple actions.
She's
It's
quiet.
technically an action. I know last session I was kind of like, and then I did some
Nah, it's
actions.
cool. Cool.
Yeah,
You know.
theatrics.
Yep.
She's gonna see if like anyone is like any of the creatures that have been meandering about, or even looking at the direction of the tavern.
How long are you waiting for? Like half an hour, you say?
Yeah. She's like,
You see them pass. You see like one or two of the hounds pass by, but they just breeze right over it. You do see a couple cultists pass by too, but they're not paying attention to any of them.
she's like,
They clearly have important things to be doing, at least to them.
Yo, Ordor.
Well,
You think,
one second, I gotta clarify. It only uses strength over. It only uses intelligence over strength for attacks.
Mm.
Okay.
But like I said to you, I'm kind of rewriting it because this is some other dude's homebrew.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I might implement that. It also just counts for strength
Gotcha.
checks.
Just so you can do things like that. Because I mean, honestly, having two like semi-strength people in the party would probably be a good idea.
Yeah.
So Karuna isn't lifting the weight of the world on her shoulders alone.
Yeah. What's up, Rue?
You think there's like any chance, like just in the future, you could like make this robe like self like reconstructing?
What, that whole thing?
Like I could I could give you like 3 copper for it.
I mean, I'm going to be honest. Kind of what you're describing is just like pure magic. I don't really dabble in that. I can maybe look back in my notes and see if I came across anything in my studies about self-generating cloth.
Cool.
I can't make a promise.
No, thanks. Thanks, friend.
Thanks, pal. You're welcome.
Step closer though.
That's
That's like friend adjacent, basically.
I could hear you just waiting to see it. So the silence is just.
Eating away.
Yeah, thanks, friend.
Yeah, I guess we're not. I don't know if anybody's doing anything else. But
Yeah.
Anything
else?
Creeping.
I'm going to check on her.
Okay.
Stalking.
Where were you? Were you just on like the outside, or were you like on
Yeah,
the second floor?
She's like on like the first floor, but where the tree is broken through, so she can see outside and get air in, but not have to be outside of the building anymore. She's like, I don't want to be out there.
Okay.
I'll stand on the middle of the steps and eavesdrop.
Are you like sure you're good? You seem to.
I'm sorry.
You've been taking on a lot recently.
I'm doing the best I can with what I got.
I think that's fair. I think we're all trying to figure that out.
I mean, being chose by one creature and then this creature, I don't know how much more we're gonna go through before we get some answers. And I'm more worried about what answers lie at the tree.
Well, from my experience, the answers always lead to more questions. So I'm not too optimistic about that. Especially because we just began whatever this nonsense is.
Yeah.
But there's 5 of us. There's one of him.
Yeah, that's
We'll be
true.
fine.
I'm just wondering if he takes off, how long do we got before he tries something else?
Yeah, if he tries something else, we'll deal with it then.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Not too bad.
Because I think we ultimately know where he's going.
Yeah. I'm just hoping it's not an actual god that's waiting for us. Because if it is, I know trees can light on fire. That much is true.
Yeah. I don't know. Hopefully not a god. Maybe like someone trying to become a god.
Probably. I'm worried it's some random cult guy who got one of them things that we got lodged in him. Kind of like that guy we fought back at the last town.
Mm-hmm.
And it just went straight to his head, and now he's using the magic to become a god or a tree. I don't know. There's a lot going on, and I'm worried that this guy's gonna come in, do something crazy, do something wild, and then dip out. And I'm worried more innocent people are gonna get hurt because of it.
I mean, there's no innocent people around here.
No, I'm not talking about here. I'm worried about if they decide to split off and go attack the caravan somehow.
The caravan will be here in a couple hours. I think it's.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I'm overthinking things. I want to become a cult leader, man. Who wants to be a cult leader?
some people. What are you passing around?
I was gonna try to not interrupt the scene, but give it here, I guess.
Don't read
The
it out
teacher's
loud.
asking for the note.
She's like, what are you guys
I feel
passing
like
around?
it's just like a realization. I forgot.
Nah.
Surely that won't come in.
Surely that won't come to fruition. Whatever it is.
Yeah, that's not important.
Fuck off.
Some trees have very fire resistant bark.
This may be one of them.
Let's go.
Anyway, back to the like heart to heart we got going on over here.
It's less of a heart to heart and more of a just like,
I don't want to
Like,
be
hey, are you okay?
yeah, like
Like, I know this is a lot.
This-
But like,
this was a fucked day, especially for her.
yeah.
I get bled on by a tree. I get dragged into a cult.
Yeah,
I am becoming a cult leader. These
Yeah,
are not
it's a
even
lot.
steps.
She got chosen by one god, now there's another one choosing her.
She's
God, that's
like,
funny.
Gotta make sure
All I'm
everyone's
gonna
on their
say
A
is
game
That's
for
good.
cutting down a cult.
Actually, you're gonna hear it anyway when
Officer?
you record this back and run it back.
Only a leader.
You're what?
Exactly.
Wait, what?
Okay.
What happened?
I don't know.
Well-
Oops. My bad.
the world vanished.
No, it's back now. Don't worry about it.
The
Don't look at the
whole
man
one.
behind the wall.
Break away from this conversation and lay down on the bed and just for a little bit.
If
Do your feet hang off?
Yeah,
Or do you kind of
those have been hanging
or do you
off.
kinda-
His feet hang off, and he has night
Yeah,
terrors.
do you kind of
he
split the
screams
bill?
along and sleeps.
Yeah, my feet are hanging off a lot.
Your
I think
head's
you're,
a
like-
little hang off.
Full, like, just knee bent feet.
He has to lay
not a big
diagonal in
bed.
the bed.
No, he definitely sleeps in the fetal position. He's that guy.
I can't sleep on my back, so
He sleeps like a cannonball,
yeah.
curl all the way curled up.
I'm on my side, but my back's to the wall.
If anything weird happens with this cult guy, say I do something weird for whatever reason, just knock my ass out.
Charu shooter.
Put a bullet in.
Put her
me.
down.
Because if he thinks that I could do something crazy, I'd prefer not to.
I think we'd all prefer you not to.
Like, just knock my ass out. Leave me somewhere. Hog tie me if you have to.
I don't know what hog time means.
She's just like,
What's a hog?
What is a
she comes to an area where there's farms, and she just like goes, you know what? I didn't think that would have to be a question that I'd have asked, but fair
Yeah,
enough.
do not
She's
know
like-
what that means.
She's like, it's when you bound someone's arms and their feet together. It's what I did with Wade.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wing
Wayne,
tie.
Wayne, I tied him like you would.
She
a
did
pig.
actually.
I did actually hog tie him.
Ah! Sorry.
she's gonna turn and look down the video and went,
All right.
I think he's taking a nap. Well,
I mean, he did move the furniture.
yeah. Well, thanks for at least
It's a muffled
checking
scream
in
from the
with
basement.
me.
She's
That's gonna
like,
be fine.
oh my god.
All right.
But
Yeah, I'm gonna go and probably throw some sand in his face.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, wake up!
oh,
No more
Pocket
night
sand.
terrors.
Like I say.
you just pick up some dirt from off the ground.
Yeah, no, we're all here behind you. I know you. We've come to realize you seem to worry a lot, but we're not going anywhere.
Worries a lot is self-sacrifice.
Let's remember to put the clothes back on one.
Charu, you're gonna kill me? I forgot my cloak in my Atlas tent.
Really forget.
Just kidding.
It's right here.
Oh god.
It's right here.
You,
Pulls out a green cloak.
Pulls out my coat.
you're
Oh.
colorblind.
Wait, how did I get Rue's jacket?
Now after I say that, I don't even kind of wait for a response in like a semi rude way.
Shoots.
Okay.
I go back downstairs and I just like pull a cloth out of my bag. I like gently open his mouth and I put the cloth in it.
That's awful.
I see the spare pillow lying next to him, and I lift it up.
And it's like breathe through your nose. And And I'll find a chair and sit and close my eyes.
Okay.
Get some semblance of shut-eye.
Right.
Curtis not sleeping. She's just pacing around now in the basement. Quietly waiting.
Dude. I'll wake up and remember I'm not supposed to be down here in the morning and walk up and lay down behind the bar. That could have been a thing that I forgot to do.
Pull the cloth.
Why is this in my mouth? Well, it was there for a reason. I gotta keep it there.
It's
Maybe I did
tasty.
It's like, huh, it's not my night terror.
Is that what we're just gonna do? Stick a rag in his mouth every night now? Okay.
I might just have to.
until we dredge up the trauma of whatever that.
Or it at least muffles his night terrors, because instead of ha, it's a
Yeah, we just gotta leave the cloth in until we dredge up that trauma. But that's for another day. There's been enough trauma recently.
What trauma?
Cut to Ezekiel and Charlie like fighting for the life
Just
through
grab
the
night
forest.
It's
Got me, Charles!
You need a light.
It took away the cloak and now you have flash of nothing.
Well, what?
Hey, dude, an owl stole my cloak.
An owl stole my bug friend.
Yeah, but
Yeah, like
I'm
those
just waiting
big
to get back.
All right. Where are you going in the meantime? You're hiding too, right? Or are you with her?
No, I was in the basement, just chilling in a chair. Not really sleeping, just eyes closed.
I was more so meaning like in the morning.
Oh.
No one does come.
When
Uh,
we,
I
when we
heard
caught
you
the
guys
guy.
talking about that, but I didn't hear what you guys said.
Yeah, I would be like standing behind her, and she would introduce me as like the guy that like pointed her towards the town.
Okay.
After she got covered in blood or whatever. I think that was most of it.
You remember me? I'm the guy with one arm.
Yeah,
But
I'm
now
really,
I got two.
I'm really regretting not finding a way to take disguise self so I can make my arm look normal.
Well, you know.
Hindsight's 2020.
Ah,
The eye joke.
Did you?
Oh God!
I did it to
Just
myself.
20.
2 for 2. Just 20.
Hindsight is 20 is a wild statement.
That's gotta be kind of fun though. Disguise selfing another arm under your body, and someone's like talking shit, and you're just like,
And an
oh,
eye.
Is that what you want to say?
Well, I'd be disguise self in the robot arm to look normal.
yeah.
He just gets
Rocked with a
smacked.
metal arm.
That guy, I swear that guy's got like horseshoes in his glove or something, man. He shouldn't be hitting that hard.
We put him in a ring as a boxer. We'd get so much
His
money.
gloves are weighted, bro. He should not be hitting that hard.
Ah!
Why did that happen?
Boyd!
Why did I didn't touch
There's
it? Why did that
nothing.
happen? Okay. Whatever. Anyway,
That's you guys in the woods.
That's me in the woods.
yeah, you guys. Not a sound.
Charles? Charles, are you there? Oh, I can't see anything.
I wonder who could. I
The,
wonder,
the 120 feet of telepathy, like
Ezekiel,
Ezekiel,
121.
Ezekiel, the owl, it's got.
It's the...
It's the one. It's the one.
It's like a soft scream before it cuts.
Man, I really put the fear of God into all of that owl, didn't I? Good God.
Is that 18 feet
Yeah,
tall?
it's a big owl. Because it's an owl.
The guardian of
People.
the tree of magic.
Magic, yeah.
Oh yeah, that too. But yeah, you'll be fine.
Minor
Just don't piss it
I
off.
mean, we have a gun, though.
We have a gun
We
now.
have a-
I mean,
Oh.
Oh no.
Anyway, yeah.
No.
Don't worry, you got the repeating shot. You can just try again.
he doesn't have it.
not,
Oh,
no,
you know, oh yeah, you
Not
don't have it yet. Not
yet.
yet. Okay.
One day.
I need to like. I think it's after a long rest.
Yeah. You can
Infuse the item.
Yeah.
And we haven't had a long rest in 2 days.
Speak
I
for
did.
yourselves.
I did.
But okay, so you two runners over here make it back to the town without issue. There is no giant owl assaulting them yet, and the Let's see. Dawn. There's still a guard out there. God knows it's the same one. So you want to sneak past him, you can. If not,
He's probably gonna climb back.
oh, you're
in.
just gonna climb the wall, yeah, and just like, yeah, you're
Skitter.
fine. If you want to stealth, you can. If you want to sneak past him, or if you just want to walk up.
I'll just walk up. I'm feeling confident. I'll just walk up to this guy.
So
Yeah, like,
You'll
Say so.
morning.
He'll not say anything. He'll stop you.
Oh.
He'll hold up his hand, pull out a knife. Just,
Oh, right.
oh,
Think for a moment, pull out my knife.
put them together. Let you in.
Sweet.
how big was the cut you made?
Like,
Like really would be tiny.
no. Nuh-uh.
Oh,
It was big and manly.
okay, then take some damage. Just kidding.
No.
Are you kidding me?
What the hell?
Him take damage? We need
I'll
to.
deflect my own
His
attack.
His own attack.
Nah,
Yeah, that's all he can do.
He just squirts some ketchup on his hand and pretends like it's fine.
Ow. Anyway,
And I'll
Now the man has been
make my way back to the tavern.
you make your way there without issue.
You guys get to the tavern. As soon as you walk in, you hear a behind the bar.
Are you guys there?
We're in the basement.
Oh, behind the bar.
Did they kidnap someone? Look over the side of the bar.
He's
Oh,
tweaking in the corner of the bar with a rag in his mouth.
it's just Enderu. I think he's having a night terror. I'm gonna assume Ardor shoved a rag in his mouth. I'm gonna
I
assume.
don't even know why he sleeps.
Yeah,
He doesn't need to.
yeah, why does he?
Hmm.
Should we just wake him up?
Why does he sleep? Put him to sleep permanently.
Forever.
We will give you a good rest.
Yeah.
Quite literally the longest rest.
So I'm gonna. He's not bothering anyone. And I'll, I don't know. Is there like a newly uncovered cellar door that you guys found?
There was a cellar after.
We never even asked.
Yeah, that's true.
You didn't see a cellar door,
Come on,
but
there-
if you looked at the tree, you would notice that like it kind of grew out of the cellar.
There
So,
can't be a tavern without a cellar
Yeah,
store.
yeah.
Gotta be a
Beer.
little wine cellar, yeah.
So, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
poke my head down there. Are you guys, down here?
Yeah, I'm just like eyes closed on a chair, like, yeah,
Eyes closed.
yeah.
Eyes
Eye-
closed.
Eye closed.
Microaggressions.
Phantom eye pain.
Oh my god. That must feel
Bro
like,
might be the
awful
man
in
who sold the
comparison
world.
to like other.
Yeah, and you can't even do that mirror trick.
Yeah, no, you can't do it. But...
All right. So yeah, we talked to Mynaneth and they're on board with it. We gave her one of his gauntlets as like a signal. When he recalls it, they'll know to start the attack.
Good.
Yeah. That's and no new information. Just
I mean, we were the scouts. We had to find the information.
yeah, we'll fucking start this show at dawn.
Apparently.
How are you doing? You ready to kill a cold eater and not become one?
There's like clearly a line where she's been walking back and
Like in a dusty
Yeah.
cellar.
Like
there's
in
like
a
There's a
line.
bunch of there's a bunch of singed footsteps in the ground over there.
and as she walks, it gets worse. She's like, I mean, I'm not as concerned as I was,
Still concerned though.
but so concerned.
That'll be great. We'll piece this guy up.
I'll just be on the ceiling here.
I look up.
Is this the
Just a red cloaked figure.
is this the wardrobe that Charu's drew that I'm supposed to be in?
I think so.
That's the biggest one. Is that the biggest one they could find?
Yeah.
What's the square in the middle?
I'm gonna get some shut eye on.
Is that a rug in the middle?
Yep, it's a rug.
Oh.
Yeah, I've just been trying to keep my eye closed and just relax.
You had to think about that.
No,
Okay. Does everyone hide wherever they're hiding? I don't know where you are hiding.
So, is there like any elevation above the doorway in this room?
In the cellar?
Yeah.
I like rafters.
Yeah.
Probably not. It's really just like a basic cellar.
Yeah, it's probably kind of low ceilinged, to be
Oh,
honest.
what-
If all things considered, it is decently low, but like not. Rue has to bend down low.
What's the footage between like the like where I'm at the bar and getting downstairs?
How big of a battle map are we talking?
And I'm trying to see how long it's gonna take me over or around to get over there.
Yeah.
Because if not, I might as well just try to hide downstairs somewhere.
Under the bed.
I mean,
I would say it would take you over around due to the fact there's not really a stairwell. It's just like
So
you're
I should-
kind of
wait.
using the tree to slide down.
Is
and
there
climbing back
is
up.
there a door at the bottom of this stairway?
There was,
mm,
but now it's
The
kind of
roots
just
of the
like
tree are kind of
yeah,
overtaken.
the
a
roots of the
lot.
tree have overtaken it. Like you can open the door and try and head up the stairs, but there's just like roots in front of it. So you have to slide down the tree, really, to get down here.
I'm gonna be down here, but where can I even hide at?
Under the bed,
I mean,
under the rug.
I really don't have anywhere. Maybe I just have to eat the round.
You might have to. You can always teleport.
Yeah,
If you teleport, it probably won't take you a full round.
if it's just sliding down a tree,
Well, I
all,
can't
all
teleport
things
and recall
considered,
bullets.
Oh, it's a bonus action to recall. Well, actually, that shouldn't matter because you're recalling and you're not immediately gonna fight him. You're gonna wait a little bit
Oh,
because
that's
like
and then I'll
you know,
actually
there's the gap between
yeah,
being
yeah.
able to mobilize and all that. So
True.
that
all,
would work.
all things considered, it's probably less movement to just like jump down some tree roots than to run down a flight of stairs.
True.
Yeah,
So,
it's
like you could
pretty
probably
steep,
just like
so.
jump down and like
If
take a
it takes
d6
more than a
of
round, I
damage.
don't care anyway. Like, whatever.
Karuna's gonna be inspecting the roots. She's just like,
I hate.
how did he even grow this thing in the cellar?
So how are
Probably
we
with a
getting
lot
down
of
here?
blood.
Like he's just gonna
Yeah,
show
but-
up on the first floor, and you're gonna be waiting for him.
Yeah, I'll be.
Well, she's just down in her like living quarters. There's no reason why he wouldn't be like, oh, okay, I'll come to you.
No, yeah.
Yeah. She's like staring at the tree now. She's like thinking, like, wait, he grew this tree in the cellar. Did he grow it during the day of the attack or after it? Or did he start growing this beforehand and then as soon as they mobilized all their forces here, did it like explode outwards?
It's probably like it grows fast considering there's a giant tree in the middle of town.
Yeah.
It has been some months since Rethvale was occupied by its actual citizens.
Yeah. She's just like looking at it like, in what order did he grow this tree first? There's too
We gotta
much
kill
thinking.
these
Let's
guys.
trap this guy down here.
There's too much thinking involved in this.
Okay, so do we want to, since it's like 11:55 now, do we just want to call it here and that way we can do an actual full thing for
Oh, yeah.
the introduction?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I need 4 hours of combat next session.
Yeah, I need like 6 really.
Yeah.
We don't even go for 6 hours.
Okay, make an exception, idiot.
We can
That's
make
up
it,
to everyone else here, not me.
a Christmas special.
Oh snap!
Whoa.
Merry Christmas
All right.
dish.
Excellent work, everyone.
Insert outro here.
Until